Preseason 98.5, the Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray with you tonight for 4 hours as we take you up until tomorrow's preseason game. We are the pre-game show. Of course, the Patriots back in action tomorrow night when they take on the Indianapolis Colts. Fake football is back, and we will talk about it tonight throughout the show. We got the Red Sox currently are about to get going. They've lost 4 in a row, but some things that I wanted to just pinpoint of what's been different over the last 9 games compared to the last 4 games, and maybe some of the differences from when they were playing like this back in May to today. So we'll certainly get into that. There's some Celtic stuff out there. What else is out there? We're here all night long. It is Riley's at least last day with me. I know she'll be back on Monday, but we'll celebrate her here tonight. I know that some of the interns wanted to get in on this. We have both of them. Both Derek and Riley are here tonight. So who knows what they're going to say later on in the show. The phone number is 617-779-0985. You can also follow us on YouTube as well. Just go to youtube.com. You can search 98.5 The Sports Hub and just click live and you'll see us right there. I like to use the remote on Xfinity and just say YouTube 98.5 The Sports Hub. And then it just goes right to it. And you can also say, hey, Alexa, play 98.5 The Sports Hub. And I hope that a bunch of your radios just did that in your house. So where do we start tonight? And, you know, when it comes to the Red Sox, losing 4 in a row is not great. If there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention regarding just the Red Sox and their play of late, it is the fact that they've had every loss with either the game-tying runner or the game go-ahead runner or whatever at the plate, right? Last night you had Rutschman, I believe, who made the final out, but you still had potentially the tying run during the game. So they have a 4-game losing streak, and it's pretty clear during their 9-game winning streak, they averaged 8 runs per game. Now the streaking Red Sox are averaging 2.5 runs per game. That's significant. That's significant. And what's really sad about last night's game is Dylan Cease is one of the front runners to win the Cy Young Award. Through 5 innings, you got him to throw over 100 pitches. You hit 2 home runs against him, and you had a lead when he left the game. You had the lead. So their margin for error back in May was so slim. And they'd get blown out after they realized that they couldn't make up for their poorest errors in defense and running and all that stuff. Well, they're still doing it now. It's just they're really hurting themselves in certain times, and I almost think that maybe Chad Tracy's to blame for some of the changes. Now, I think Tracy's been really good. I think he's been really good. But when it came to the Red Sox philosophy, wasn't it staying aggressive and trying to steal bases? I mean, one thing about that 9-game streak that we were talking about was how many times they got caught stealing. Well, last night, Jarren Duran's on base with Monasterio at the plate, who's been struggling. No hit and run, no steal, no way to be aggressive. I think that they're overcompensating a little bit too much, but that's something that stood out to me. How about Chad Tracy going a little bit longer with Patrick Sandoval, who is really yet to go that far this year, and maybe that's why. Or maybe the other reason is during this 4-game losing streak, the bullpen ERA is over 4. So is he trying to help out the bullpen? Because last night you didn't see Whitlock. You didn't see Chapman. They went to some guy named Seth who's not here anymore. So I think he went a little long with Sandoval last night, which impacted the rest of their bullpen. So it was the first time maybe where Chad Tracy actually had to make some decisions that, you know, when they've stayed so aggressive, he wasn't last night. A couple of other things regarding Chad Tracy I wanted to get into. I think Wilson Contreras is struggling, and we'll go over the numbers in a little bit. I don't even think that it's fact. But how does a guy that's an interim coach talk to a veteran like Contreras and say, hey, man, we think you should take the night off, or maybe an IL stint, something to that degree. But here he is back in the lineup again tonight. So I think he's, if I'm being critical of Tracy, and also at the same time, I think it's a learning experience, I think Durbin is slowing down because maybe he's injured. Contreras has definitely slowed down. Why? Maybe an injury, maybe symptoms from getting hit in the head. Some of the guys that they brought up this year are starting to come back to life. I think their depth is being tested right now. Their starting pitching is still consistent. Again, I thought Sandoval was pretty good, and Sonny Gray certainly did enough to win the game the other night. We'll see what happens tonight with Ranger Danger, where Ranger Suarez at one point an all-star and looking great. He hasn't thrown over 5 innings in his last 3 starts. So what do you see from him tonight, and how does Chad Tracy manage that one? This isn't me, again, picking on Tracy or saying he's not the guy or any of that. It's just that you were being aggressive. Why did you stop? Were you being too aggressive when it came to your starting pitching last night? And just how does he manage some of the egos or just some of the guys that want to be in the lineup every day? The other thing that I thought was fairly interesting was where they placed Adley Rutschman into the lineup. So Rutschman last night batting third, the switch hitter, went 1 for 3. I believe had 2 walks in the game and made the final out. I like the fact that he walked. I like the fact that he worked pitches. I liked all that. His single, he beat out. He does. I'm not going to say the word heavy. He's thick. Double C, thick. And then again, batting third tonight, I don't know if it's the right move. I'm sure there's numbers out there that we can talk about why it might be better that Rutschman is at third over Wilyer Abreu. I just don't understand why they would want to mix up or change up what Rafaela, Abreu, and Contreras have been doing. But again, tonight, Rutschman in the 3-hole, grounds out to end the inning. So there you go when it comes to the Sox early on in this one. But this 4-game losing streak, tonight's a chance to get out of it with Ranger Suarez, who's looking to go deeper into games. If he can't go deep into the games, now you got to lean on your bullpen again. Now you have Whitlock, you have Chapman available. Tomorrow you have Peyton Tolley on the mound against a Max Scherzer who you can hit. I am curious what they do tomorrow. Are guys playing tonight because maybe they get the day off tomorrow? Does Rutschman play tonight and then is the DH tomorrow and Sogard goes the first with Contreras getting the night off? These are the questions that I'm wondering if Chad Tracy already has lined up. Day game tomorrow, night game tonight. How do they manage the bullpen? I know that they brought Gamboa up tonight if they needed another arm. But are you concerned about the Red Sox? Do you think they're teetering to a point where they're turning back into the team they were in May? And do they really need these reinforcements? And when I say reinforcements, Roman Anthony's starting to get back on a hitting program. Trevor Story back on a hitting program. Do you look down in the minors and take a look at what Christian Campbell's doing? Is Franklin Arias worth a call-up at some point? What if somebody does have to go on the disabled list like a middle infielder like Caleb Durbin? I'm wondering if they're thinking about these things. But hitting. We can look at the bullpen. I can tell you about the errors. I can tell you about their philosophy and staying aggressive on the field. They can't go from, hitting 18 home runs over 9 games to 2. They can't go from scoring 8 games a night to 2.5. That's not sustainable. And that's what you were back in May. Tonight, you get a chance with Ranger Suarez on the mound to have a chance to even the series tomorrow with Peyton Tolley on the mound. I don't think it's any panic button. They still have a cushion in the American League East. All that. Nobody's truly chasing them. But I'd like to see them get back on track tonight. I'd like to see that, and it would start with Ranger Suarez having some sort of quality start in this one. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. I did want to get into the bullpen in the second half and what they look like, and things do look different right now. They are playing with guys who haven't played this much into the season. We are starting to see the team's depth getting tested. I think they're still a playoff team. I think they gave themselves just enough cushion to get out of this rut. Again, you can join us on YouTube tonight. Just go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub. You can also call us at 617-779-0985. Your thoughts on the Red Sox. We'll certainly get into some Patriot stuff as well. And we'll talk to you guys right after this. I'm Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on The Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I was questioning Chad Tracy and his decisions last night. Not ready to panic or anything like that. I think when you go on a big run like that, you have a chance to, maybe make some mistakes or work on some things because you have that cushion. I've been trying to log into my computer 5 times. I'm going to try one more time while I'm talking to everybody. All right, we're in. Whew. I got locked out. Took 20 minutes to get unlocked out. The last time you've been locked out, guys. Your house, that ever happened to you? Then you have to sneak through your window. You ever had to sneak through your window, Street Team Joe? I know you have before. I have too, by the way. So. Oh, the backslider. Okay, yeah, you just knocked that little wooden pole out and tell everybody your secrets there. Hey, the Red Sox, everybody. You guys worried? Anybody worried about the Red Sox and where they're at? What did you think about Adley Rutschman last night? I think I'd be a little concerned after tonight. Like, if Ranger Suarez isn't right, now you're going to be down another pitcher after you've just traded how many? Oh, and how about a nice little news dump last night where the remainder of the trade with Baltimore, it was Rivas. So I remember when we were talking about the trade, I mentioned, Rivas is in it. Everyone's like, no, he's not in it. There's going to be a player to be named later. And then it's Rivas. So that was a news dump last night. It was like that one just got sent in at midnight and nobody saw it. Anyways, warning track power for Wilson Contreras right there. But still an out, but he hit it a long, long, long way. It just wasn't long enough, and don't we all feel that way? The 4-game losing streak, I mentioned the runs during this streak is 9. During the 4-game losing streak is 2.5. They hit Cease last night and lost. I mentioned the Chad Tracy decisions in Adley Rutschman's debut. I thought Rutschman looked good behind the plate. As far as a guy who can receive the ball and the presence back there and to throw to him, I guess Sandoval said he was great. And, of course, he's an all-star catcher. He's a big boy. I'm not saying he's out of shape, but I wonder if he's in shape. And he just got off the disabled list, so I don't know. What do you think,
Not
Spaz?
a very flattering jersey. I heard some talk of this earlier on the station. But, you wonder if that Orioles black was a little more slimming maybe. But can we get him a jersey that fits, please?
So quickly, I want everyone to know that I am not fat shaming.
No, we leave that to Maz on this station. He has that market cornered.
I'm not fat shaming. I've told you, guys, I don't care. Remember when Luka Doncic was heavy? I don't care.
No, we said he could smoke cigarettes as he walked up and down the court. I don't care.
That was literally my comment. I don't care if he had a Zins in his pocket while he played. If you can ball and you're big, I don't care. I know Rutschman can ball. You know what's funny? I watched these workout videos of him. He's literally in the gym, but he's quoting all the "I think you can leave" lines. He's always wearing like a workout. What do you call it? It looks like a sports bra. What is that thing called? But it's kind of I know it's to compression or whatever it is. But I thought he looked good, and I thought he worked counts, and I think he does change their lineup. I just wonder if I'd go back to Willier 3 and Rutschman 5, and I believe the numbers are incredibly good for Rutschman with runners in scoring position. While you look at Willier Abreu and his home run numbers, 14 of his 21 home runs this year, solo home runs. So I think the way the Red Sox are looking at it is, do you put the catcher in the 3-hole with more production with runners in scoring position and move Willier down? Because he'll probably do whatever he does wherever he bats in the lineup. I get it. But how about you ease him in? How about you ease him in a little bit? I don't know why they changed Rafaela, Abreu, Contreras. That's questionable to me. That's questionable. I saw this today. When you look at the numbers of why the Red Sox may be struggling over their last 4 games, the Red Sox bullpen has thrown 103 innings since the All-Star break. It's 4th in baseball. How much longer can they rely on that bullpen? 103 innings? Whew. Something interesting on that one. Chad Tracy last night, quote, "You're not going to get the clutch hit for 6 straight weeks and keep getting it. There's going to be times when you're just going to have to grind through it, and we're in that space right now. We're going to keep grinding." I know you're grinding. I know you are. And I know that things don't always work out the way I get all that. Okay, buddy, you don't have to tell me. I got it. But I do think we can be critical, and we should be critical, because the identity's been a little bit different. Just a little bit different. Couple other things I wanted to throw in here. Oh, this one on Wilson Contreras. And again, you can call in 617-779-0985. Wilson Contreras' last 14 games. Actually, I'll give you his last 55 plate appearances. He's batting 172. You know, it's 170th of 189 batters. His slugging percentage right now is 171st. His hard hit rate is 34%. It's 121st of 189 qualifiers. But the 95 games before that, his 293 average was 13th. His slugging of 555 was 5th. His hard hit rate was 32nd in the league. He's taking a dip. Clearly something must have happened when he got hit in the head. I'm not alleging any concussions. I'm saying that there may be some symptoms there. Tonight he hit a hard hit ball. Maybe he's fighting through it. But he's struggling. And this is one of the reasons why that offense is struggling as well. His last 3 games, I wanted to just look this up. 220 average, 270 slugging, 580 OPS, 0 home runs. With runners in scoring position, he has a 103 average. He's slugging 103 with runners in scoring position. When they had their 32-5 stretch, they were 5th in average, 4th in slugging, 3rd in OPS, and 51 in home runs. They were so good with runners in scoring position. They were 301 average. They've really taken a step back. Also, they may need to think about adding some defense somewhere. Durbin had the error last night. He's been really solid. But Monasterio has not. The best shortstop on the roster might be in Worcester. Now, Monasterio's been hitting. He's slowing down just a little bit, but his glove it's been visible. I'll say that. Do you need another defensive shortstop or defensive infielder? Could have helped you last night. And I'll bring up the Durbin error one more time. You think it's his hand? Is he dealing with something in his hand? There's a lot going on with the Red Sox again. No panic right now. I want to see what Ranger Suarez can do tonight. But they really could even this series up, and it'd be a huge win to get one tonight and take care of Max Scherzer tomorrow, who is certainly hittable. 617-779-0985. We got Brandon. What's up, Brandon?
Yeah, I had a question. If Rutschman was on the injured list coming here, and he only had that 1 or 2 games in Worcester, why put him into the 3-hole, like you said, and mess up that position that you had Rafaela, Abreu, and Contreras? Wouldn't it make more sense to slide the catcher in towards the bottom of the lineup?
That was my idea. Yep.
I mean, and then also, like, what point do we get to a concern at this losing streak? And at what point is it that 9-game winning streak more look like a fluke than a real thing?
Do you think it's a fluke?
I'm starting to think it might be.
Was it a fun run?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. It's all about having fun, right? I think they're figuring some things out. The schedule gets light, man. Think about this. You got Pittsburgh, you got Arizona, you got the Marlins. Like, you got teams that you can beat in series that you can win. And at the end of the month, you got the New York Yankees, who are also struggling. Figure it out now. My thing is, continue to hit the ball. And don't forget, reinforcements are on the way. Now, I know that this is what I know. Being over at Nesson today, Trevor Story and Curtis Mead are working together as a shortstop, second baseman combo. They're taking ground balls. At some point, Trevor Story is going to go on an assignment. And I think if everything works well after the weekend with Roman, maybe they'll consider an assignment. That's not a source. They want to see how his hand is settling after taking swings. So I don't know when they're going to do that. Maybe he swung today and he's off tomorrow. That's why I'm assuming the weekend. But I wouldn't be surprised. I think it was reported yesterday that he could also be close to an assignment. Those two guys working, while Mead is probably a little further away. But what I gather is Mead and Story working together. Roman continuing to hit on his own. Those are three reinforcements I think you'll see when it comes to at least September. But can they get through the rest of this month and take care of that Yankees series? There's no one truly behind the Red Sox. The Red Sox are technically chasing the Yankees. And I think at the end of this month, if you can win these series or survive or split these series, I think you can go 500 the rest of the way and still make the playoffs. I'm convinced they make the playoffs no matter what. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. And, well, you know, I know that people didn't want to negotiate through the media. Can you negotiate through social media? We'll have that coming up on the other side. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Darius, he didn't participate, and he had fallen hard in the practice on Monday in a end zone coverage against Romeo Dobbs. And so it's hard to know if Christian Gonzalez didn't participate because of maybe, landing on his ankle and coming up a little gimpy, or the contract. And I'm still trying to get more information as to why Gonzalez wasn't out there. Up to this point, I will tell you, the fact that he has been a full participant and, in my view, their best player throughout training camp, if it was the contract, why he wasn't out there, that would be a sharp change in direction for him in terms of approach this training camp.
7 o'clock, but doesn't leave until 7:45. Skaz is going to be working the Patriots game tomorrow night. Are you going to be on with Felger and Maz tomorrow?
Yeah, a little double dip for me tomorrow. I'll be doing a little Felger and Maz with Chase Stew and then the boys, and then a little pregame.
Because tomorrow would be a
7:30 kickoff.
Oh, so it's an abbreviated Felger and Maz.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
So you'll do that and pregame.
Yes.
And then somebody will come in for postgame.
I believe Matthew Stenberg will be in for the game and then postgame.
Okay. I will be here for the game and postgame. And then Jake will be running the show on Friday night. That's what we were just discussing. And we were wondering if Street Team Joe is going to be here.
It depends. Depends if he's in the doghouse.
Yeah, I hope he scrubbed his socials. My whole thing is, I got his back, though.
Oh, the 9 o'clock hour will be interesting.
I got his, and for those that don't know what we're talking about, I'm not even going to tell you right now. I got his back because I started it. I started it, Joe, so just remember, I got your back because I'm the one that started it. Anyway, speaking of starting, did Robert Kraft start the contract war between the Patriots and Christian Gonzalez? I'm going to let that marinate, Skaz. Maybe you can answer the question. Did Robert Kraft, who went through the media, said, we're going to make him the highest paid Patriot ever, Should we start making shirts that say that? Highest paid Patriot ever? And then it's like, well, I'm not going to negotiate through the media, says Christian Gonzalez. So he's been out there. We've been keeping tabs, but he's been out there. And then this week is the joint practices. And what do the Patriots do this week? They re-sign Hunter Henry to a deal or give him an extension. Now, again, some of you might be like, all right, Joe, you're reaching. They gave Hunter Henry an extension. Why would Christian Gonzalez be mad about that? Well, I don't know. Priority does matter, right? Priority matters. Maybe he's looking at it like that. By the way, how many reports now have we heard, Skaz? I got at least two. One was Burt Breer, I believe on NBC's, what's the show there, after an early edition. Burt Breer basically said he doesn't think they're close. And then last night we had Mike Giardi basically say that Gonzalez camp wants more.
I believe the terminology was that he wanted much more than
Much
Devin
more.
Witherspoon or something to that effect.
But those are two sources, not us, sources, basically saying the same thing. I'm starting to wonder about this one. Oh, and did you see that the Patriots today were valued fourth highest by Spotrac? How many billions, guys? How many billion are the Patriots worth? 9.32 billion? Billion!
I think you'd be able to get a decent field for that kind of money.
You mean to tell me that a team that makes $9 billion can't sign its cornerback or find turf? Am I overblowing this turf story, by the way? You know what's funny? We had, is it Ethan Polster? We had him today on Nesson's chat. And we asked him about the turf. What are these guys doing? I haven't dropped the what are you doing in a while, huh? What is Monasterio doing? Who is running the bases? Who's telling these guys when to run? What is going on with these guys and running the bases? What the hell are they doing? Sorry, we were talking about Christian Gonzalez. Is that what we were doing? Did you just see that? Dude gets thrown out at first base. What was he doing?
I believe it was a grounder to the first baseman.
And
so
he just didn't move?
Well, he stepped on the bag, and then he got caught in a pickle.
Why didn't he run to second? Oh, he got caught in a pickle.
Well, yes.
I didn't think that was a pickle. Not the game I played growing up. I used to love pickles. Remember? I mean, I had moves. I used to swim move people. I'd pull you know what's funny? Growing up, the A-Rod move, where you'd hit the ball out of the hand. Oh, that was big.
Slap.
That was big in Hyde Park. that was a move. Going down the first baseline. So basically, there was Monasterio was on first. There was a ground out to Guerrero, who's a very good defenseman, by the way.
Very good. Gold glove, I believe.
Didn't realize I thought he was a fat guy at first. Very good. And then Monasterio gets caught in a little bit of a pickle. Caught in a pickle. For real, though, dude. I can't watch this team make those mistakes. Back to Christian Gonzalez. Do you think he saw that evaluation today, Skaz?
I think that's a tough one to miss, Joe.
Do you know who Gunna is?
Of course, we discussed him last night. I heard Michael Felger doing a little Gunna earlier.
Oh, you're a Gunna fan?
Fan might be strong, but I'm familiar.
Well, I'm not familiar with the catalog, maybe. Have you heard the song that he's referencing?
I have. Quite some lyrics in there that very poignant, I would say.
Oh, here's my next question. If Robert Kraft negotiated through the media, is Christian Gonzalez negotiating through social media?
What's the negotiation tactic there? Did this
That I'm pissed?
Yeah, showing your displeased.
And it should have already been done by now? Should have been done by now, I think is the lyrics, right? Should have been done by now. I don't know why. I almost did it in Creed voice. Should have been dead on a Sunday morning. You know what I thought was funny yesterday, Skaz? Because we did talk about this. Remember the Mike Reese report about, Christian Gonzalez got rolled up before the end of practice yesterday. Maybe why he's not out in the field. Come on! He's not at joint practices because he's in a contract dispute. Come on! Both sides were agreeing with that. The hell are these two up to out there? I don't even want to know. You know, sometimes I wish people could see, like, we had a camera behind me, Skaz, and a camera for you. I don't know what's going. I don't know. They closed the door in there. So the two interns have never worked together before, and they're here tonight. Did you guys get a cupcake, by the way?
Yes, cupcake's very popular. Thank you, Joe.
You know what was funny? She doesn't know this, but they all said happy birthday, but they forgot to put the happy birthday on one of them, and that's the one that I got. Do they even eat cupcakes, these kids?
I've seen Riley eat a cupcake, so yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about Derek, though. He's a different breed.
He is a different breed.
Jake told us someone at his other job reached out to him to comment on Derek's food habits.
No, it probably really struck a nerve to a lot of people, right? Back to the... how many times I got off on... There's so much going on in this building today. But I am wondering about this today, because the Gunna stuff was last night, right? So today, the report came out about how much the Pats are worth. I am trying to look at this a little bit through the ownership side, but they don't deserve it. But they should wait on the Witherspoon deal. Like, the Patriots really should wait. But he thinks it should already be done by now. You know what sucks, guys? There's nothing mentally worse than knowing if you're respected at the workplace. And, you know, we work in media. It's somewhat of a, I don't want to say a struggling business, but a changing business.
Well, I mean, radio.
Yeah, no, listen, we didn't get into this for the money anyway, so all that, right? But the football is not a struggling business.
No, I would say quite the opposite, actually. Business is booming, as an old Patriot would say.
Yeah, because like I would say, if you work your everyday job, this is why it's hard to relate to athletes to us. Most people work in an environment that, people are fighting for their paychecks every day. And you want that big bonus, and sometimes the business can't do it. Sometimes they do it for other people. They don't do it for some others, right? The Patriots aren't a struggling business. But yet, what do we hear about? Oh, their turf, they had an issue, right? So did they get a warranty on it? Like what happened there? Did they pay for it and then the mail-in rebate's going to come in later? How about every contract that they sign is a Patriots deal? And some of them have a suck tax too, right?
I think it was like buy 50 yards, get 50 yards free or something like that.
Ooh. Well, you know what's funny? When I had a job at Best Buy once, I used to sell TVs. And there was always the mail-in rebate. And people were like, how do I get the mail-in rebate? And I'm like, you got to cut the box and then send it out here. Would you ever send out the mail-in rebate, bro?
No, it was like the cereal used to have the same thing. It would be like, 10 cents or... No one's doing that.
No one is doing that. Bet you the Patriots are, though.
Should have been done by now. But you didn't know how to handle the feeling. Should have been done by now.
Wow.
So this is a song by Gunna called Time Reveals.
That's Gunna, I would think, not ER.
Gunna. Gunna. Time Reveals, be careful what you wish for. I got it up in front of me now. I read it last night. This is one long-ass song. And he could have picked a lot of lines that work in this that you could say allude to his dissatisfaction with contract negotiations. Should have been done by now, but you didn't know how to handle the feeling. Should have been done by now, but you better go your way, go your way. That's the first stanza. The very next line, I'm starting to cut these bitches off. I'm tired of playing.
That would fit too, yeah.
You had your chances with the boss and killed the plans. I mean, the whole thing, he's talking to a gal or a love interest, obviously, but a lot of it applies. I'm trying to, Tryna, I'm trying to get back the way I hustled and felt the thrill. I'm trying to stay rich so I can cover every bill. I'm staying in pocket, a quarterback in the field.
Ooh.
Passed on some watches, bought a house in Hidden Hills.
Oh.
He did buy a house this offseason.
Oh, he did.
There's some really questionable commentary in this song. But there's
How'd that start? Questioning all you bitches. What was that?
Oh, yeah. 1 second here.
When you first played it, I didn't know what was going on.
for. I got it up in front of me now. I read it last night. This is one long-ass song. And he could have picked a lot of lines that work in this that you could say allude to his dissatisfaction with contract negotiations. Should have been done by now, but you didn't know how to handle the feeling. Should have been done by now, but you better go your way, go your way. That's the first stanza. The very next line, I'm starting to cut these bitches off. I'm tired of playing.
That would fit too, yeah.
You had your chances with the boss and killed the plans. I mean, the whole thing, he's talking to a gal or a love interest.
Whatever you first played died.
And Mike Felger does Gunna.
You know, I think if you really wanted to do the summer hits,
Oh, you think we might have some
I think
there?
we did. See, Derek like that one. What the hell is going on out in this place? Oh my God, I'm not even going to ask questions today. Who's on the line with us? Jay in Cambridge. Hi, Jay.
What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man. I just got a question. He called Russell Westbrook a loser.
I did twice on 2 different networks.
Yeah, what's up?
Why? Because he never won.
He's a Hall of Famer, though.
Yeah,
First
of course.
ballot.
Yeah, doesn't it suck being a first ballot Hall of Famer who won 2 MVPs and had 5 assist records and won a gold medal but never was a winner and couldn't shoot to stay in the league?
All right, that's all I was asking. You clarified it perfectly.
Did I nail it?
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
You got that.
Thank you,
All
Jay.
right, brother.
Thank you. Am I wrong? Russell Westbrook was a dominant triple-double freak. 2-time MVP. Loser. Great player. Loser. Him and Chris Paul, losers.
He's way, way better than Chris Paul. Not even close, I don't think. He could get you to a
biggest
finals.
loser, Chris Paul?
I would say Barkley and Paul are probably...
Barkley was so good, dude.
Russell Westbrook, I mean...
Russell Westbrook. Okay. You know why I push back more on... Oh, my God. So, yeah, earlier today on Ness and I went hard on... Travis couldn't believe it. No, he's a gigantic loser. And you know what's because if he could...
But if KD doesn't... I mean, KD's just as much of a loser, though.
There's so many things that I was about to say about that. When you have Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, who else was on that team?
Thabo Cephalosha, Serge
Was a great
Ibaka, Nick Collison.
That was Perk. Might have been.
Perk might have been there at the end.
All I'm trying to say is that team had a lead in the finals and lost, right? They lost.
They were too young.
Yes, Kevin Durant left
and he
and won
bolted.
championships elsewhere. But you know what? He won championships. So, yeah, when Kevin Durant retires, am I going to say ring chaser?
You're not going to call him a winner, that's for sure.
I'm not going to call him a loser. What's he got, 2 rings?
I think so, and an MVP.
In the end, right? That's all we're going to see. Like, today you're going to see Russell Westbrook retires. 2-time MVP, 17-time whatever.
1-time MVP, I believe.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, he won an MVP. He was definitely an assist leader. He almost averaged a triple-double for his career, right? I think he was like 28-7, something like that, 27-8.
2-time scoring champ, 3-time assist leader, 9-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA first team, 5-time All-NBA second team.
Loser. How many finals?
I believe one with that.
Because he played for the Rockets.
Did he get there with the Lakers? No, I don't think so.
Played for the Rockets.
He was with OKC from 08 to 19, Rockets 19 to 20, Wizards, oof. Lakers.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, Clippers, Nuggets, Kings.
Are you on Basketball Reference?
I'm on Wikipedia.
What was it? What do you think his 3-point percentage was for his career?
Oh, under 30 or right around 30.
Oof, I'm looking at it right now. Career 30.8. That's why he's not in the league, though. You know, he's probably the best of the. I think Chris Paul might have been like a smoother player, but as far as dominating the game, yeah, Westbrook had games that he could do that. But Skaz, I think he could have still been in the league if he could shoot.
I would agree with that, but I also kind of respect him for being done. Like, you don't need to hang on anymore. Like, there are guys that hang on far too long. He didn't do a victory tour. He didn't do a retirement tour, one of these things. He was just done. And so I kind of do respect that.
Just trying to see what is, you know how they sometimes give you Hall of Fame comparison and all that. Yeah, I would say he's probably a top 75 player.
He was on the All-NBA 75 team. Yeah, he's an easy first ballot Hall of Famer. One of the best of his generation. Just, he was not a point guard. That was kind of the thing. He was a two-guard.
He wasn't a likable person.
Really?
No, I think fans liked him.
Yeah.
These jerks got thrown out again. What's going on? At third base? At third base?
Don't challenge it.
Rutschman at the plate, right? Runner on second. Rutschman at the, runner on first. He gets this first. But you know what he says? I'm Cedon Rafaela, and I can do whatever I want. And what happens? He gets thrown out at third base. You have Adley bleeping Rutschman at the plate. What are you doing? This is why you suck right now. And you know what would have happened? Rutschman would have got him to third base.
Basically bunted him over by accident.
That's me being mad, Riley. How's that cupcake? Or is that an apple? Man, I should have got apples.
She had a cupcake first.
All right, well.
It's a balanced meal.
You should have seen me at the store trying to get something for these guys. This hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by our friends over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra for oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. So, tomorrow night, there's a football game. Who's playing? Who do you want to see tomorrow? What's up with the turf? We'll do all that coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Change. That's kind of where my mindset is right now, standing here today. Really, it's just important that we get the work in and get things accomplished that we're looking to get accomplished. But that can always change, but I wouldn't anticipate that happening right now.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Well, Mike Vrabel answering the questions about who will play, who's in and who's out for the Patriots preseason game tomorrow. I'm in. I know that. I'll be there, everybody. Well, I'll be here. How about that? I won't be at the game, but I will be here. And I will be breaking it all down with Mark Dondero post game tomorrow night. So if you want to hang out with somebody at night like you always do with me, might just be a little bit later. Drake May is not playing tomorrow. Skaz, I wanted to go through a list of some people that you. So Drake May, should he be out there? Should he gotten a look?
No.
Okay, agree. Does the turf have anything to do with it?
Sure, absolutely. Why wouldn't it? I don't want my franchise. I mean, personally, I would pay for the good turf if I had, $1 million investments, tens of millions of the hundreds millions of dollars invested on the players on the field. I would probably, care about the surface they were playing on. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's certainly a reason, but I don't think it's the only reason. He's coming off an injury. It's still early. Yeah, I don't think he would have been out there regardless of the turf situation, but it certainly makes it a lot easier for him to just not be out there at all.
I agree. And I didn't think that Christian Gonzalez would be out there either.
No.
Do you think... Go ahead. No,
on Christian Gonzalez real quick, seeing Sauce Gardner this week, does that make you think about the return at all for Christian Gonzalez? Because you see Sauce Gardner, he's not the player Christian Gonzalez is, and they got a hell of a return for him. So I just wonder if that's in anybody else's mind.
You know what? Let's have a conversation about it. Is Christian Gonzalez worth more before signing a deal or after? Because Christian, if you look at Sauce Gardner, he got his deal and was traded after, right? If I recall, Jalen Ramsey got his deal and was traded after. I'm trying to think of who else. What about Trent McDuffie? Did he get a deal? Yeah, he got a deal with Kansas City and then traded. So those guys are still getting first-round returns, guys. Like two of them?
Multiple.
That's what I'm trying to
Sauce
say.
Gardner got, I believe it was 26 and 27 first, and Adonai Mitchell was in that deal.
So is he, serious question, is Christian Gonzalez worth more having 2 years of team control?
It certainly can't hurt.
Or, is it the same? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's probably pretty relative, but he's certainly worth just as much, if not more, than Sauce Gardner. And look, I don't want to trade Christian Gonzalez, but
me either.
You're watching another guy play the same exact position, went through the same contract thing, and a team like the Jets, who struggles with talent, decided to move on from him. I just think it's all part of the equation.
Well, I just feel like last year they went through this. Right? Didn't he miss the first 4 games? Or a couple of games? And they lost. He's very important to the team.
He was your only good player in the Super Bowl.
It's hard for me to defend the Crafts here. But I understand that we are.
Well, it's not like their franchise just got valued at a crazy number or anything, Joe.
No, I know, but in their defense, which is indefensible, they were waiting on a market.
They should set the market, though. That's the problem, I think.
Do you think they think that?
No.
That's why are we here? This is why we're here, bro. This is why he's... What was his lyrics again? Holy smokes! I'm reacting because we have a reaction from Wilson Contreras, who hit one to Vancouver. How about that? It was a solo home run, wasn't it? You know what pisses me off, too? That run. Remember getting thrown out of third base last inning? It just bothers me. Because these guys, every time they hit a home run, every time it's a solo. Every time. Except for Durbin's grand slam, of course. Wilson Contreras is back, everybody. He hit the home run, his 24th of the year. So that's good. We're happy about that. Is there anyone you're looking forward to see tomorrow, guys? I know that Derek's been down there. I know that Riley's been down at camp. I've been at camp. I'm interested in potentially seeing Kyle Williams tomorrow. You know why? Is he a guy that can run the right routes, catch the ball, get back up, and make another play? I feel like they're going to use Efton Chisholm tomorrow. I already know what Efton Chisholm can do. I know what he can do. I'm interested in him. How about some of these backup linemen? I don't know how much we're going to get out of tomorrow, but let me read you some names here, courtesy of our lads. Nick DeGennaro. Do you know who he is, guys?
I don't believe so.
Cameron Dorner?
Sounds familiar.
He's a kid that's very tall. They've been using him at tight end, but he's a wide receiver.
Okay.
What about Tejan Palmer.
No.
Kyle Dixon.
Nope.
Kobe Prentice.
I've heard the name.
He played at Alabama.
Okay,
He's a
there you
kick
go.
returner. That's probably why.
That'll do it for you.
It's probably why you've seen him score touchdowns before. Those are all wide receivers. I assume we'll see those guys tomorrow.
You'd have to think so. They got plenty of them.
How about Marcus Bryant?
It feels like,
He was a 7th-round pick tackle last year.
yeah. He should be out there.
James Hudson, the third.
Sure.
He's a
Send him
tackle.
out there.
Mekhi Butler.
See you out there.
Caleb Lomu.
Yeah, I think you see Lomu tomorrow night. How's the turf? How's the turf?
I called this before the game tonight. I think I can blame myself for it.
It's that same pinky.
But I said before the game tonight, what happens if Durbin might have to take a spell because of his finger? And he either took a swing, fouled one, or whatnot. The kid's tough. He's going to stay in the game. But this is why I keep bringing up Chad Tracy. Can he talk to these guys about coming out of the lineup? Like, you think Durbin's going to tell Chad Tracy I want out of the... You think Wilson Contreras is going to tell I want out of the lineup? Oof, he's already got a protective cover on that finger. Dude, that thing's going to linger all year if he doesn't rest it. You want some more names for tomorrow? Demetrius Crownover. Tanner Arkin. Mitch Van Voren. You ever heard that name before?
That sounds like a Barth special right there.
Number 46 in your program.
Number 1 in your hearts, I'm sure.
Right. Jam Miller.
Oh, that's my guy, Joe. Need a big performance out of Jam tomorrow.
I'm looking at KJ Britt tomorrow. Middle linebacker, played for the Dolphins, nice player. Can he be their middle linebacker? Can he be the guy that backs up Robert Spillane? How about Chad Muma? Did Durbin just get a hit after hurting his hand? Guy's amazing.
He's a grinder.
He's a grinder kid. How about Elijah Ponder? You know that name, right?
Familiar.
Kindle Vildor.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see him tomorrow.
Played for the Bucs. He's big.
He's big.
He's big. Channing Canada. This is a Barth guy. He told us about this guy the other night.
I would have said made-up name.
John Saunders. Eric Butler.
He was a good ESPN host for a while.
I was going to say, John. I think he might have passed recently. Well, on this date, like years ago. Kenneth Harris is a cornerback. Do you know him?
No.
How about the backup long snapper, Nico Lalos?
Can never have too many long snappers, Joe.
Where did he go to school? He's 29.
I got to say, that's a bad sign if you're a 29-year-old backup long snapper.
He went to Dartmouth.
Smart guy.
See if there's anybody else on this list that I've never heard of before. But no other kicker in camp, huh? Peter Manuma. Peter Manuma from Hawaii. Peter Manuma from Hawaii. Played safety last year. It was actually pretty good. I remember watching him play. But we're going to get number 34, guys. Watch him tomorrow night. And let's see if there's one other name. Ooh, I've never heard of this guy. Jesse Lucetta. Played linebacker at Penn State last year. Big Ten, good defense, right? What about Xavier Holmes?
X going to give it to you, Joe.
James Madison. Great school.
Hey, they have a football program on the come up.
Probably recruited by Kurt Signetti? Maybe? Anyways, you know who knows all these guys? Taylor Kiles of CLNS. He joins us next, and we'll talk to him on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
All right, dude. All right. I don't do that often, right, Skaz? How often do I?
Might be a first, Joe. Yeah, I would say though this week, yesterday and the day before, you've really struggled with days and times this week. Football season rapidly approaching. It's the end of the summer. For those that we kind of just jumped right into it. Taylor Kyles will be joining us at 9:20, not 8:20, I believe, is what we've come to find out.
Okay.
Well, is that correct, Joe?
I did say 9:20 in my text to him, but I thought it was 8:20. Should I say, okay, I'll talk to you at 9:20?
Whatever he wants to do. Whatever works for him, Joe. We're here. We're not going anywhere.
Thank God. He goes, I'm good now. Okay, cool. The Zoom is sent. Sorry, bro. All right, well, I'll talk for a minute while we do that. Yes, I said 9:20 for Taylor Kyles.
So what about that turf, Joe?
Yeah, that turf out there, let me tell you. Have you ever I've played on turf, by the way. Okay, I'll share a story real quick. East Boston Stadium, I played there. Savio Prep is who we played. And they played at East Boston Stadium, and we played a game in the rain and literally destroyed the grass, the field. So if you go over to East Boston Stadium, now it's a turf field. So the next year we play them, or we played another game there, whatever. And I couldn't believe how much faster you could run on turf. And then I learned about turf burn and then the turf monster. Oh, yeah. The turf is... The turf is much different, and some guys are faster. And I do think it's different because you wear sneakers and compared to other things in that degree. But I am interested in the turf. It shouldn't be a story, but at the same time, it is a story, right? Here we are, like, talking about grass, which I love grass, by the way. We all love grass. Oh. Anyways, I see friends in our chat tonight. Warren's in there. Igor's in there. Brother Bluto. Ryan. What's up, guys? A lot of people are in there. Igor, brother. Who else is in there? Just go to youtube.com. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. Seaside. Hello, Seaside. How are you, sir? All right. Well, joining us right now, let's give him a big intro from CLNS. It's Taylor Kyles. And he's joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Taylor, how are you, bud?
I'm doing well, buddy. How are you? We almost got real football, man. Tomorrow, big day.
I know, and it's so funny. All right, I texted you 9:20, right? Mm-hmm. Did you think it was 9:20 the whole time?
I thought you said 8:20.
Okay, so I did say 8:20, and then when I looked at my, I'll have Skaz send you a thing at 9:20, I screwed up. So we already...
I knew what you meant, buddy. You're okay.
All right, we're good. But it was funny because when Skaz goes, hey, man, I haven't seen Taylor. And then I went, and then I texted you, and you're like, oh, yeah, man, sorry, I missed it. And I go, you good now? We can do 9:20. You're like, I'm good now. So that I've done this for a long time. I've never truly screwed up a time. So if I confused you, I will take the L.
Did I make you nervous, buddy?
No. I didn't want to make you have to change your schedule. I really mean that.
I would change my schedule for you if I had to. I'm just glad to be back.
Well, I will let you know this. Tonight we were like, hey, who can we have on tonight that could really talk about maybe some of the guys we'll see tomorrow night? We've had Evan on, we've had Barth on, but I go Taylor Kyles, and boom. So Taylor Kyles, you pulled up tonight on our list of people who could tell us who the Patriots will see tomorrow. Is there anyone you are specifically looking forward to see tomorrow play in preseason game number 1?
I'm going to go with Eli Raridan at the top of that list, the Patriots' third-round pick. Now, I know I start off with a third-round pick. What am I, nuts? You got Caleb Lomu. Gabe Akis looks like he's going to be out there. He's looked good. each time that he's been on the practice field, a little bit of a ramp up. But Eli Raritan specifically was somebody that I really loved for the Patriots. Not only was he the tight end at Notre Dame, where they never subbed him off because it was a run or because it was a pass. They used him everywhere that they had these guys line up. And he was a really effective player, especially downfield. He was targeted 10 times deep, I believe. He caught 8 passes, had 2 defensive pass interferences called in his favor. So that's a really talented guy who I think is going to factor into the passing game, maybe more than people might anticipate. But he's going to get some schemed opportunities because he's going to be used heavily as a blocker. You want to keep Hunter Henry as fresh as possible. He's getting up there in age, but he's going to be on the team for at least a couple more years. So I'm really excited to see what Eli Raritan does, especially because the quarterbacks are very comfortable throwing to him. He's a really big target.
I just remember him at Notre Dame. The way that I do remember him, he was very physical in the running game, but he was a guy that would, and I don't want to use play action as the term, but they would scheme it up where he would stay home for a little bit and then just drop right back into a flat, right? Or be ready over the middle. So a lot of his stuff was schemed. And I'll say I haven't really seen a lot of plays from him when he's running in motion, running a route, and catching a ball on the fly. A lot of his stuff was set up, caught the ball, and run. Have you seen him, slants, dumps, things of that degree? Have you been seeing those kind of routes from him?
Funny enough, bud, I actually retweeted earlier today all of Eli Raritan's deep targets. It's on my Twitter. It should be right at or near the top, so check that out. And those are the ones that aren't just schemed. Those aren't, and there were opportunities early on last season for Eli Raritan where they would have a really aggressive play action fake, and he would come wide open. And when I'm scouting, those aren't really the plays that get me excited, right? I want to see what this guy does in situations that are difficult because that's going to happen in the NFL all the time. As the year went on, you started to really see, okay, this dude knows how to create separation. He tracks the ball exceptionally well, and he's got a big frame. So not only can he get over the top of defenders, he can fully and is comfortable fully extending his body to make difficult catches. And the fun thing is, a lot of those targets have actually translated in camp, where there's sometimes where he's working the middle of the field and he'll settle down so that he doesn't run himself into coverage and is a better option for the quarterback, or times where he'll use his size to box guys out and create a bigger target for the quarterback. So, man, I really can't say enough. And he's translated really well into the Patriots offense in camp. Again, he's used to moving around the formation at Notre Dame, and in the Patriots offense, the tight end is the second hardest position to learn outside of quarterback. There's so much asked of you, and they've really put a lot on him. And undrafted free agent Tanner Arkin, who's been a versatile tight end for them, going to factor in heavily as a blocker, I believe. And they just seem to be learning at a really impressive rate. So, it's not like the tight end room is stacked exactly. You got Hunter Henry and unfortunately no Julian Hill. So Raritan's going to get his opportunities, and that makes me think that he's going to get plenty of reps in the preseason for us to evaluate.
Yeah, I just shared that at T Kyles 39 on Twitter. It's so funny that I mentioned that and you posted that, and we didn't have that conversation. Some of these throws that look like they could be back shoulder, a lot of them are one-on-one, and he just beat the guys, and he was just bigger than the guys. But CJ Carr had a lot of these deep targets. You mentioned here 10 of them. He had 8 catches. 2 of them were defensive pass interferences. So, yeah, and some of these were against Miami, right? Some of these were against big schools. I'm looking at a big play against Miami that he had right here. Nice little ball down the field, and he ran for yards after catch. That's not the Eli Raritan that I remember from college. That's good stuff here, because on this offense, he'll get that yak after catch for sure.
Especially because the way they've had the most success in training camp is Drake May just saying, hey, my guys are a lot bigger than yours, and I trust them implicitly. And we already know Drake is aggressive. He wants to go big play hunting. So when you have an offense with A.J. Brown, Romeo Doubs, I want to give Demario Douglas his credit. He's not the biggest guy, but he's been excellent on downfield targets this summer. I think that's one way where he's really taken a step in his development. And also, not to be slept on, even Mac Hollins. He's a guy who Drake May showed a lot of rapport with downfield using his size. So, and Kyle Williams is going to factor into that mix in a different way. But you add Eli Raritan, another guy who, again, unlike Hunter Henry, who he'll catch some back shoulder balls. I'm not discrediting what he does. He's excellent. But he wins more on savvy and really finding those soft spots in defenses. Eli Raritan's got the explosiveness and size for Drake to just be like, I'm going to put it on the top shelf and let you go to work. So I think he's really going to fit into what this Patriots offense I'm sensing is going to be at its core. It doesn't have to be the dink and dunk specials. We already saw them move towards this last year, but it's going to be, let's let Drake May, one of the best deep throwers in football, use his arm and trust his highly paid veterans and, some talented young guys to just go make plays.
Talking with Taylor Kyle, CLNS. Are we going to get the brunt of Marcus Bryant, Caleb Lomu, maybe some Demetrius Crownover, James Hudson? Is that who we probably see tomorrow? And is there anybody else that could compete for, I guess, a backup spot on the line?
Yeah, if we're talking about that backup offensive line, it's been funny. So a couple of weeks ago, we really saw, and everybody knows from the practice that Will Campbell missed, it was Marcus Bryant who stepped up at left tackle. And a lot of people understandably thought that might have been better fit for Caleb Lomu. He's your first round pick. He was a left tackle in college, all those things. One thing I will say when it comes to Marcus Bryant versus Caleb Lomu, Marcus Bryant is an experienced college player who learned in the SEC, playing some of the best competition in college football because of that pedigree. And even when you watch him, there's ways that he needs to grow as a professional, but his ability to recover and just strain on plays and avoid quick losses was pretty impressive. Although I would say leverage and functional strength were areas where he needed to grow. Mike Vrabel praised Marcus Bryant for getting stronger and for really being one of the guys that improved a lot in his second season. So I would just say Marcus Bryant is someone who in that swing tackle role could potentially make more sense than Caleb Lomu, who's making a really big jump from Utah, which is some solid football, but you're not facing SEC edge rushers necessarily. So I would expect this week, though, they switched. So Marcus Bryant went from the left. Now he's been on the right. Caleb Lomu has been on the blind side. So I'd expect to see more of that. Caleb Lomu potentially at left tackle, although I think he'll play both, just depending on how late it is in the game. Marcus Bryant on the other side. And then on the interior, it's pretty interesting because the Patriots are pretty shot for depth right now, to be honest. You got James Hudson, who's been repping at guard. He's a career tackle. But I think they like him. They maybe just want to see if he can have the flexibility to play potentially 4 offensive line spots. So he'll be in the mix. Then you got Andrew Rupsich, who has guard experience in his career, but really I think more of a practice squad player, to be totally honest. I think that you could stash him away, or potentially, and I think this is the most likely scenario at guard for more of that depth, you end up trying to pick somebody up off the waiver wire who you think has more upside potentially, or somebody who's experienced and just didn't make it on their team because another team went with youthful upside. And then at center, Ben Brown. He was expected to be more of a super sub externally, I will say, someone who could play all 3 interior line spots. They may still see him that way, but I think he probably is best suited at center. And then not break glass case of emergency. That's a lot, but you'd rather have potentially somebody else as your backup guard. So those are the really big kind of roster fights that I'm looking at in the trenches. Beyond that, Demetrius Crownover, one of their late round picks. He's a big guy with a freakish athletic skill set, very raw in a lot of ways. So he's going to have to develop, but that's another guy who's going to be playing late into this game that I think is going to have a good chance at the roster just because of the potential that he brings.
All right, let's look at the defensive side of the ball. I don't know who's going to be out there tomorrow, so I just want to ask you about the guys maybe that we'll see. I at least think we'll see these guys. I heard Christian Ellis might have, I don't want to say got hurt, but did he get winded during the practice and left? I wonder about that other inside position next to Spillane, but tell me about KJ Britt. Tell me about Chad Muma. I've heard a lot about this kid, Khalil Jacobs. And is there anybody else that we should be looking for at the linebacker position?
Yeah, man, linebacker really caught me off guard. I had this position group pegged totally wrong earlier in the offseason. And you know what? I love that. It keeps me humble, keeps me curious. And it's really cool to see some guys that you don't necessarily expect to step up do so. And at the top of that list is Chad Muma. The Patriots picked him up on waivers late last year, I believe. And he had like a handful of defensive snaps. He really was a special teams contributor for him. But he seems to really be the guy at that third linebacker spot for them. I thought he was more more of a Christian Ellis type weak side linebacker where you use his athleticism in coverage and you blitz him and stuff like that. But I think that they may be trending towards more explosive athletes and guys who can move quickly and really penetrate and attack gaps, move sideline to sideline, because we've also seen Muma wear the green dot, be the communicator, and function in the middle of the defense at times when Robert Spillane wasn't available. That was something I thought that we would see from KJ Britt, who, when he was signed, I figure, one-to-one replacement for Jack Gibbons. That makes sense. Really, KJ Britt hasn't had a ton of opportunities with that second unit relative to Khalil Jacobs, an undrafted free agent out of Missouri who had an interesting path to the roster, but is someone they clearly like. Go see ball, get ball kind of guy. He's got good range. He plays with great violence. He flashes some really good instincts as well. Like, he's been making plays this summer. And if you're an undrafted rookie, the way to make a roster is to make plays. It doesn't matter who you're doing it against. He's making a good case for himself. And he's gotten opportunities with the starters, even over Nnamdi Obiizor, who I think could still make the roster as a really athletic potential special teams ace and, maybe depth linebacker. But I think KJ Britt ends up the odd man out. I think they end up keeping potentially 5 linebackers with obviously Robert Spillane and Christian Ellis at the top, Chad Muma as like the third guy potentially at both linebacker spots, then a Khalil Jacobs. And then really, I don't know if it's fair to put Obiizor ahead of KJ Britt, but I just don't see KJ Britt really making the team at this point, barring injury or the run defense really struggling and needing a more physical presence.
All right, I'm not going to ask you about the Christian Gonzalez stuff because in a way, I don't want to defend the Crafts, but I do think they should wait for the market, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that they're both now going through media or social media to have, their feelings heard. So we'll move on. I won't ask you about that. But what else do they have at corner? We know about, obviously, Carlton Davis, but they drafted a kid, Prunty. Anyone else standing out? I do feel like maybe they will need a 4th, 5th corner throughout the year, for sure.
So Charles Woods has been the guy behind the top 3, with Carlton Davis missing the majority of training camp to this point, although he has been back in the past couple practices in a limited capacity, not really participating in competitive drills. Charles Woods was like the guy who would replace him, and there wasn't a ton of rotating at that spot opposite Christian Gonzalez, although they do later in some starter periods will mix in some of the depth cornerbacks. But unfortunately, Charles Woods has missed time due to injury both in the spring and in the summer. And both times that that's happened, we've actually seen Kindle Vildor, another veteran, but, a little bit longer in the tooth, not quite as athletic and explosive, but he's savvy and he's made plays against starting competition, again, both in the spring when Woods was out and in the summer. So I think as long as Woods is healthy, especially given his experience playing special teams here, he should be okay. But if he's not available, Kindle Vildor seems like he's going to be that 4th veteran corner that the Patriots keep around, although he's not been perfect. I want to be very clear. Like, Kindle Vildor had a slump for a while, but it just seems like when he gets better opportunities, he really does a good job taking advantage. So credit where credit's due. Shout out Alex Barth. And then Karan Prunty. He is a virtual lock to me. I think they really like his size, athleticism, played a lot in college, although it was at different programs. And he doesn't really let guys get behind him in coverage. If anything, he's very competitive on the ball when targeted deep downfield. And he's been one of the few corners who feels like he's making plays on a fairly consistent basis, even if it hasn't been perfect as expected. So I could see them really rounding out at 5 cornerbacks. But I will say there's been some solid competition, even if it's been probably more bad than good for some guys. Kobe Minor, Channing Canada, Brandon Crossley. These are guys who, they'll be at the catch point and they'll make some plays on the ball, but it just feels like they don't make enough plays to really stick around, and at times will give up too many plays to warrant a spot on the actual roster. So I really think that Prunty and Charles Woods have the edge, but Kindle Vildor, if Woods isn't available, really could potentially have a shot at the roster. And then I could see the guys at the bottom having cracks at the practice squad.
All right, I won't let you completely off the hook with the Gonzalez stuff, but are you worried at all?
No, I'm not. To be very honest, the injury where he fell pretty hard on that Romeo Dobbs, mossing that everybody's seen on the Patriots social media accounts. I'm not. That may be just because we don't know a lot about it, but that's a wait and see. The contract, I'm really not worried. One, Christian Gonzalez has been a consummate professional. It has honestly been very cool to watch this stage of his development and career. He seems more comfortable speaking to the media, which is impressive given he's got the contract extension looming. And it's, I don't know if tense is the right word, but he has to field difficult questions. And I think he's done it in a really great way. And even the way he answers other questions, he just seems more comfortable and assured of himself. And beyond that, like, that's nice from a media perspective, but fans want to know, like, what's he doing on the field? And when he's on the field, he's had the best summer of his career, and it's not close. Other seasons we've had to talk about the hamstring like last year, or is he trying new things because it feels like he's giving up too many catches given he's so talented, and maybe some of that was unfair. He was a young player. But at this point, man, if you're going to complete a pass on Christian Gonzalez, you better be very competitive at the catch point, or you better be getting a perfect throw from Drake May, because he is just not giving anybody free passes. And if anything, he's been John at A.J. Brown. He doesn't really talk to everybody, but he seems like he really likes the competitive spirit that A.J. Brown brings out in him. So... and the fact that he's shown up, like, anytime outside of the injury that he's been available, he's been on the field doing everything that's asked of him. I also don't think that he should be talking about his contract until Witherspoon signs his, because there's no world to me where Christian Gonzalez should be paid less than Devin Witherspoon. So that, to me, once Witherspoon signs his deal, that's when the clock really starts ticking for me. Until then, I'm just going to pray that Christian Gonzalez is okay, and also just, continue to enjoy the fantastic training camp that he's putting together.
All right, man. I was there last Friday. I thought Tommy DeVito looked pretty good, and there's no controversy. Drake May is the guy. I just wanted to shout out Tommy DeVito. How much do you think we see of him, and how much of Baron Morton do we see tomorrow night?
I think we see Tommy DeVito for maybe a quarter or two, but I think we see a ton of Baron Morton because Baron Morton didn't get any reps against the Colts. That usually signals a very busy day for the guys that don't get any opportunities. And to Tommy DeVito's credit, this is a pretty wild fact. So because he was on the scout team last year, he was scout team quarterback, and above him, you had Dobbs, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it's late. But he actually didn't really get to operate the offense because he was never really doing that. He was operating opponents' offenses going off scouting cards. So this was the first opportunity he's really had to control the offense, to, make the pre and post snap adjustments and really be in charge of what they're doing. And early on, I will say, some of the numbers looked really good because he was completing passes. But being there, I was like, he feels uncertain of himself. He seems a little bit slow to process. He's holding onto the football. A lot of his throws are making it tough for his receivers to catch it, or putting them in positions where they can't get yards after the catch. And, the reason I'm critical of things like that, it might seem like nitpicks, but it's for reasons like what DeVito's doing now, where you can praise when he is growing and improving. And that's what he's done, man. He has been really good the past, I would say, month, and showing steady improvement in this offense where he's taking shots and he's exploiting opportunities downfield. And it feels like he just has better feel for what's going on around him, and that's helping his accuracy and his ability to put the football in good windows. So it's been really cool to see Tommy DeVito's improvement, because I really was like, hey, can Morton push him? That might have been a little bit much at the time. Morton wasn't doing a whole lot necessarily either. And downfield, I will say, Baron Morton, I really love how he maneuvers the pocket and his willingness to find his checkdowns and his outlet receivers, and he's accurate underneath. But when he goes downfield, especially deep, the ball hangs on him. And it's pronounced, and it's led to some awkward plays. So I'll be watching out for that tomorrow. But yeah, enjoy Tommy DeVito, especially when he's throwing to Eli Raritan, Mac Hollins. Those are two guys, and Efton Chisholm, of course. Those are some guys he's shown a lot of chemistry with. And I think he could put up some points for real when he's out there.
All right, man. Have fun tomorrow. You ready to get it all started?
Man, I got no life. This is what I do, baby. I'm hyped.
You should get a shirt that says, "It's what I do."
It's what I do. I'll talk to Ahmed. We'll get some merch.
Yeah, as I was going to say, CLNS, get going on that one. Get the merch ready. I'll tell you a funny story. I was there Friday. I'm leaving, right? And I see Mike Cadlick leaving the New Balance area or whatever it was, because there was media food over there. And I was like, oh, is that where? Did you go to the New Balance yet? Have you been over there today?
I didn't go to the grand opening, but I've been living in it since they started letting us in.
I was going to say, I saw Mike stealing a Caesar wrap or something out of there.
Oh, yeah. Was that what he was doing? Hey, honestly, I was very happy. They gave us some really quality options and wraps that day. It was one of my favorite meals that they've been gracious enough to provide for us. So, honestly, I can't give him crap for that. The man has good taste.
I'm glad that you guys have a place now that will take care of you guys. So when I get over there someday, maybe I'll do a whole report on what they have over there. It does look amazing, though, and everything that they've done there, it's fantastic. And hey, now they can't complain about a facility anymore.
Hey, let's see those report cards this year, huh?
I know.
Some higher grades.
Remember they got rid of them, but somehow they got leaked?
Yeah, they got rid of them for us because that was some bad PR.
Well, sounds like now they're taking care of you guys with the snacks, so that is a good thing. Taylor Kyles, everybody. Taylor, appreciate your time, man. Thanks for your breakdown and analysis. And you can check out all his work at CLNS, and he'll be in the building tomorrow night. Appreciate you, Taylor, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you having me, buddy. Have a great one.
You got it, man. It's Taylor Kyles, everybody. Go check out his work. CLNS. Awesome job. And I'd go Caesar wrap, no lettuce. What do you think?
I mean, nowadays, Joe, you got to do everything no lettuce. I mean, we're on the Joe Murray diet as almost an entire country right now. The lettuce is no good for you. It's bad. It's giving the people the Hershey squirts there.
Yeah.
I got a peanut gallery back here.
Do you know what I was going to say to you yesterday? When I was watching Zoe and Beetle, I could hear Riley talking. Watching TV. Were you up near the radio broadcast yesterday? So, yeah, I knew it was.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I couldn't hear Riley yesterday, but I did see her in multiple Drake May scrum pictures standing directly at the front of the scrum, which that's what you want. You want your camera person down there in front. But, yeah, I mean, if Riley's within a 500-mile distance, you're going to hear her.
Just remember, you got to give credit to the night show. You were there. On behalf of the night show.
Boots on the ground.
And 98.5 The Sports Hub.
We'll have Derek Olson in the building tomorrow for the game as well.
So when you thank everybody, just make sure you got it from the night show.
Oh, when Riley makes that LinkedIn post, Joe, we're going to be front and center
and
on
just
that
so you know, I am asking for it because we need all the help we can get.
We love publicity.
We need it. We need it. All right. Let's get caught up on everything that's happening in the sports world. And, well, I guess we'll have in or out at some point. And I don't know. It's Riley's last night with me. So I don't know what she has planned, but I see Zeke back there. I see Derek Olson back there. And I see Street Team Joe. When I was leaving, Jim Louth was here. Shout out, Jim. He said there was a gaggle of interns.
Might have undersold it.
What technically it's turkeys, right? Gaggle?
I believe so. Charlotte was here earlier, too.
And then there's another one.
So, yeah, we were loaded.
Well, I'm glad that they thought of me when it came to everybody that's here. All right, we got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Red Sox and Blue Jays 1-1 right now. Blue Jays threatening. She has plans with Derek and Zeke. Street Team Joe, do you have any idea what they're up to?
No, but I have no clue what. Skaz is up to something back there. He already hung up a bunch of Fatso posters everywhere around the office.
That's just factually not true at all.
He made the interns hang up Fatso posters around the office.
It's just not true.
And I had to go down and rip them all down, except I missed one. So I'm going to get him back. I'm going to get him way worse.
We should put something on his car.
He's tried that before. It doesn't work.
I got plans. I got plans.
Oh, there. I see it now. Okay. Do you think any of them brought their headphones?
Derek definitely did. Riley definitely didn't. And
so
Zeke,
on the second to last day of her internship, still no headphones.
No. Oh, so Riley might have brought the headphones that can fit in here, but they definitely can't fit.
What about
over there.
Zeke? Did he bring headphones?
I think he did. Zeke seems like a prepared kind of dude.
The first thing I teach everybody. Oh, geez.
She's already looking for the dongle. Yeah.
Literally, though, like, if you're going to get into this business, Headphones. Right? I mean, how are you going to hear anything?
That's literally your rule one internship
Like,
day one.
number one.
Number one.
Bring
Number
headphones.
one thing. Headphones. Do you know why I bring it up? Because when I was an intern, there were 2 kids. And when they said, hey, one of you guys come into the studio, one kid didn't have headphones, and I did. And what happened? I got on the air. And I eventually became a host on the show, and I eventually got my own show. True story. So, why do you think I'm such a prick about your headphones?
Always got to be ready for your opportunity.
Always
Joe.
be ready, baby.
The Always Be Ready group, Bus One Boys, Celtics. Yep.
Stay ready, crew.
Stay ready, crew. Did you see Sam Hauser is now on the
No, I don't care about that. Let's stick with this. Skaz, do you have any other, when you were an intern, kind of things you've learned that you've taken with you?
When I was an intern, I mean, I was never an intern here, but you got headphones is a big one.
What'd you learn at Hooters, Skaz?
I never worked at Hooters, but I worked at Hooters, but not for Hooters.
What'd you learn on the street team? Anything?
No, absolutely nothing.
No, you learned how to sort in time.
How to sneak beers by the sales staff probably was the number one thing. I'm trying to think. What else did I learn on the street team? Go to the ski events if you can. I'm trying to think.
When they offer free tickets, you take them.
Yeah.
Even if you can't go.
Yes.
Even if you can only work 1 day a month, stay on the payroll.
Correct, Joe.
Stay on the payroll.
I told you I did that.
Yeah.
I did religious shows on a Sunday. I'd get there at 5 a.m. Brother Willie. Told you guys about Brother Willie.
I would pay to hear this show. You and Brother Willie.
Shout out Brother Willie. But he got a lot of money from the church, and they wanted to play their music, like their church music, on the radio. And so I was the producer, and he would send me CDs through the mail, and my job was to pot up the CD, play it, and then when the CD ended, I'd put another one in. And they were all labeled. Now we have digital, it's all. But yeah, and then I did that from 5:30 in the morning to 2 every day on a Sunday. So I'd get all that 1 day a week. 1 day a week, Joe.
Hey, you're on the payroll.
$10 an hour, baby. I think it's a little more now these days, but still, that's how I got 1 shift a week doing Brother Willie, and it led to a career in radio so far. And that's my story. We got In or Out coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Gotta know without a doubt, I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
It's In or Out. Man, look at this place right now.
So many people.
Street Team Joe's here.
It's more crowded than the sales pit's been all month. I can guarantee you that.
Riley is here. Skaz. Derek Olson is here. And Zeke, I see Zeke, and I've met Zeke, and I've talked to Zeke. So Aurora is the half intern of
Monday,
Felger
Tuesday.
And Zeke is the other half of the Felger Mess.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So tonight we are represented by the full half of the night show interns with Street Team Joe.
You got all 3.
Okay. Riley Marchand will be ending her internship on Monday. I will not be here Monday.
I'm so sad.
I brought cupcakes, and to be honest with you, I thought about getting pickles.
Okay, I did get a pickle from Street Team Joe earlier.
That's thoughtful, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it thoughtful or is it creepy? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hang on, save it.
No.
Save it.
We're going to do this later. We're going to do it later.
Save it.
I'm surprised you're the one to bring up this topic.
He just wants me to flame him.
I just can't do nice things anymore.
Save it. What I do want Riley to do, though, is to listen to what we said.
About what?
Well, we'll talk about it coming up in a little bit here. All right, so this is In or Out. So Do you guys want to share a microphone back there? Is that
Yeah, let's get him in. Let's get him in.
Let's do it.
Biggest in or out of all time.
Unless you want to sit over here, Zeke, or whoever has headphones.
One of y'all come in here. Yeah. Let's do it.
Someone needs headphones, though. So I don't want.
There's an extra pair.
I don't want to do the.
Wait, Zeke has
hey,
headphones.
you can't come on the air unless you have headphones.
Zeke has
kind of
them,
game.
Zeke
Come
has
on
them.
in here, Zeke. We'll get to learn about
His
Zeke.
first time on air.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Is he nervous? You think?
No, he's got it. He's a confident
I was
dude.
scared crapless.
Zeke's.
Really?
Yeah, they brought me in one day and they were like, "Who do you think the Red Sox should go after?" And I said they should get Bartolo Colon. And when I said Bartolo, I went, "Oh boy,
Bartolo."
dude!" I knew that day the Boston accent had to go. It doesn't work on the radio. I'm sorry.
I loved Bartolo Colon.
Fat guy who was great.
Yeah.
All right, Zeke, do you know how to talk? How you doing? Turn on. There you go. You're on. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Where's Skaz? Turn his mic on.
His mic's on.
No, it's not. The red. There we go. There
we go.
Say hi.
I'm doing good. I'm
Hey,
doing good.
how are you?
Look at that
I'm happy to
voice.
be here. First full night with the night show, so it's going to be an exquisite experience.
All right, move this thing up so you can get right in there, baby. You want to smell it, you know?
I'm right in there, baby.
All right. So, Zeke, where are you from?
I'm from Woburn, Massachusetts.
I like Woburn. You went to Woburn High and everything?
I went to Woburn High. I go to UMass Amherst now.
With a hanger?
Oh, yeah. Hanger Pub and Grill.
Okay. I have a card show in Woburn this Saturday.
I know. Scorecard, is it called?
Scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
But it's at the Crown Plaza.
I took a leak there actually a couple days ago.
What?
I don't know if you can he say that?
I think that terminology's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's certain you know that there are certain things you can't say on the radio, right?
I kind of get the gist of some of them. Maybe not the whole group of things.
But you were there recently.
Yes.
Have you been to Mad Match yet?
No, but I've heard of it.
Me too. I haven't been there either. We'll go someday. Joe met me there, and we went to the smokehouse. Remember?
Oh, the smokehouse was good. Yeah, we went with Jake and
we got a
my
bunch of ribs.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Zeke, and what's your last name, Zeke?
Altman.
Like Altman, Altman.
Altman, like the Cavaliers general manager, like the Oregon men's basketball head coach.
Yeah. I can see that. Now batting number 2, Zeke Altman.
Yep. Oh, now look who's here now, Skis.
Everyone's
got
here
a full
tonight.
house. All right. Let's play in or out, I guess. Riley Marchand will be ending her internship on Monday. She was at camp. Taking
was.
how many photos altogether
I
have you
took
taken?
2,600 photos yesterday.
Okay, so that's a total of 5,000.
Yeah, for the 2 days I went. I'd say it's pretty good, and I got like 1,000 good ones.
Did you meet any of the players?
No. I mean, I was 2 feet from Drake May twice. I got him both days I went,
But
which
you
was pretty
acted
cool.
professional and
of
didn't-
course. I'd videoed the whole time. I kept a straight face.
You probably
You
did.
gotta keep
You
it
probably did the right thing.
Yeah.
But like Drake May, I would have been like, "Hey man, I got that patch card of yours. That's a." He liked one of my. I DM'd him one day. And
Yeah, you told me that.
he liked it.
Good
I
for
also
you.
DM'd his.
Joe,
I
have
also
you learned about
his-
DMing people
I also
lately?
DM'd his wife. She did not get back to me.
Oh, she was there yesterday.
But it was not about. It was about food and it was about bakeness.
Mine was about congratulations on the move. And
Okay. Never mind.
I think you just.
All right.
Let's talk about that
And
later.
Derek Olson's there, who's been very quiet. He's like the silent assassin back there.
Hello.
So where was that? Adele?
Yeah.
And Neil's back there too. All right. What do we got, Skaz?
All right. Welcome in, everyone, to a Wednesday night edition, August 12th of In or Out. Let's start in a place that we're very familiar with on In or Out, and that would be Dairy Queen. Our friends over at Dairy Queen have introduced or are reintroducing the Blizzard Double Flip deal. For a limited time, buy one Blizzard treat and get another one for just 99 cents. Are we in or out?
I'm in.
I'm in, but do you get two for yourself, or do you get
Two for yourself?
or you
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
Or you
Joe, if you and I are going, we ain't. Oh yeah, we'll get one. You'll get.
if
the
you and I were
dollar one.
going,
we get one.
We'd split it. We'd split the deal, right?
You're double fisting?
Yeah, no, we're double fisting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you're
definitely.
getting 4 in all?
Yeah. I'm not letting Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like.
I would split it. I would like bring someone with
Wait, what's the size
Are you
cap
guys-
on this?
Are you in or out on the deal?
me in.
In.
100%.
Can we get mediums or is it cap
You're out-
off at a
you're out
small?
back there, or are you in?
His mic
he's
is
in.
muted.
Okay.
My man Skaz is shutting me out over here.
All right. Now the question is, do you get one for you and one for somebody else, or do you double fist it?
You double fist it. You kidding me?
One for you, one for someone else. I'm gonna go.
Well,
with
it's
that
not
one.
going to make the car ride home, Riley.
No, I bring someone with me.
It is gonna get. It's gonna melt.
Yeah, but if you bring someone with you, you still have the exact same problem if you have the point of the deal.
No, I eat one, they eat the other. You think I'm gonna down 2 blizzards?
Well, what if they're both mini?
What if you save one later?
I mean, I could.
What about you, Zeke?
I'm not a selfish person. I take one myself and give one to the other. I cannot down that
What
much.
if you had
ice cream.
nobody to give it to?
I'd give it to someone like who's in need of a blizzard.
Do you know that I tried to give a homeless person food
That's
once
what I
and
was
they
gonna
thought
say.
I was trying to kill them?
Really? That's so bad.
You're just trying to do a nice thing.
Yeah, I know. When we were working in Dorchester, we used to have panhandlers at the red light before the office.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to eat a sandwich. And this guy goes, "Are you trying to kill me?" I said, "Do you want my sandwich or not?"
Sounds.
And he didn't take it.
At the TD Garden one time, I tried to give leftover Regina pizza away to a homeless man. And he opened it up and he's like, "This is sausage." He's like, "I only eat pepperoni." And then he gave it back to me.
Well,
wow.
Sounds like.
But I'm in. Joe, what blizzards would we get?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup for sure.
What would be your second blizzard?
You know what popped in my head? This isn't a thought or what I like. It was what popped in. Butterfinger.
Interesting.
Like I didn't see a menu. It just popped in there.
I would get
Butterfinger.
Oreo.
So I like Oreo too. I like
Oreo.
M&M. I like
I like the Milky Way, Snickers, that Three Musketeers. Give me any of those.
Have you guys ever?
double fist or
I mean, if I'm double fisting blizzards, we're in for a long
what about
night.
pop
so-
cups? Pop cups?
Yeah, give me a pop cup.
Yeah, well, you gave us something to your dog.
All right. Next.
All right, from our good friends over at DQ, let's head to the NFL. I don't want to call it breaking news, but old friend Darren Waller is back yet again. Are we in or out on Darren Waller yet again on retiring and returning to the NFL on a 1-year deal with the Carolina Panthers?
That's the rapper Darren Waller, right?
Yes, that's an accomplished musician.
Waller the baller. He's been washed for a long time.
Yeah.
He's irrelevant, and I am out.
I'm also gonna say out. I feel like if you're not good enough anymore, you shouldn't be unretiring this much.
Also, who watches the Panthers? Zeke, do you watch the
Hey,
Panthers?
don't
Of
hate
course
on
I
the
watch the
Panthers.
Panthers. I've got fantasy players on the Panthers.
I
Are you
go to their
kidding me?
games.
People are
Tedariah
big on the
McMillan?
Panthers.
Did you see how he performed against Matthew Stafford in one game last year? People are pumped.
You know what's funny? I'm looking at their list. Tommy Trimble, good tight end from Notre Dame, right? They have Jatavion Sanders, who was that great tight end from Texas.
Awesome.
I don't really have it. You know who's playing tight end for them? Remember Philippi Franks, former quarterback at Florida?
Florida, right?
He is the fourth tight end. So I would take Darren Waller over him, wouldn't you?
You know what? Let me see what Felipe's got.
Didn't he play a Thursday night game against the Patriots? He did. You know, I only remember because I worked the game.
You said, why the F is he out there?
Philippi Franks played quarterback against the Patriots on a Thursday night once. Now he's a tight end for the Panthers.
He was bad in college at quarterback.
He was actually he was a huge prospect, and he just flamed out. He might have peaked too early. Darren Waller, fine. Maybe he'll maybe he can make a rap about Bryce Young.
All right. From an NFL player to an NFL halftime show. This from Adam Schefter earlier today. The Jonas Brothers will headline the halftime show during the Melbourne, Australia game between the 49ers and the Rams on Friday, September 11th. Are we in or out on a Jonas Brothers halftime show in Australia?
I'm going to say in. I think you got to bring the NFL culture to Melbourne, Australia. Bring a halftime show there. Obviously, you get the Jonas Brothers. You're not getting Bad Bunny or anything, but you're bringing the culture there and giving the guys a show in Melbourne.
I don't like it. Why are we doing it at a regular season game? I don't understand that. I think we should just keep the regular season game how it is. Let them play football. It's not the Super Bowl.
They had Beyonce Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah, I don't like Beyonce either.
Oh my God, who are you?
Beyonce's so annoying. Her stupid country album. Oh my God, I'm the biggest country music fan here, and I hated that album. I'm gonna say it.
Did you hear that, Skaz?
Yes,
Jeez.
her
He's
stupid country album. I'm saying
Yeah,
it.
Riley has bad takes on music. This is well established. She likes people that are bad people.
Morgan Wallen's my favorite singer, and he gives me hate
She
for
has
it.
terrible taste.
Oh, don't wave your
Absolutely
arms at me
terrible
right now,
taste.
Derek.
That guy sucks.
Yeah, terrible
That
guy.
guy is horrible.
Bad guy.
Throwing chairs off
We
roofs.
let the liquor
What an idol. What an idol.
Yeah, look up to him.
I love
not
Morgan
Beyonce,
Wallen.
a self-made, billionaire.
Okay, she has a few good songs, but her country album.
A few good
songs?
Okay, wait, let me hold on.
Joe, pull up the Spotify.
Hold on. When Beyonce comes in and wins Album of the Year at the Country Music Awards, when she's never been a country artist, for her stupid country album, it's so annoying. She should not have won Album of the Year
Riley.
for country. She's not a country singer.
Neither is Morgan Wallen.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Morgan
gosh.
Wallen's not a country singer.
Guys,
No, he's a tool.
He's no.
I'm done.
All the country stuff that we hear right now is mainstream.
Yeah, it's pop.
It's not country. None of that's country.
Have you ever listened to Morgan Wallen's EP?
No.
You should
and I
listen to his
never
EP.
will.
It's real country. I promise.
Hang on. You don't think Single Ladies is a good song?
No, I said she has a few good songs. I'm hating on her country
is that
album.
a good song?
Yes. I'm hating only
Cowboy
on her
Carter's a
country
banger.
album.
What about crazy?
No,
what about
Scott.
Crazy in Love?
Crazy all night.
I
Is that
think-
the song?
Yes.
I don't know if I know.
Halo?
Oh, that's a great song. That's a great song.
Bonnie and Clyde. You didn't like that one?
I don't know like that. I don't know that song.
It's with Jay-Z.
Oh,
It's
really?
a love story.
Interesting.
Street Team Joe, that was completely wrong, by the way.
That was a
I hope
wrong
you know
song.
that.
What is the right
I would
song?
like to let you know that Beyonce's probably top 5 of the 20th century.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Not
Not
on
even
my
a debate.
list.
I don't think.
Probably 25. Top 5?
Yeah.
She's elite. I saw her in Paris.
Zeke gets around.
Irreplaceable.
No, I mean,
Irreplaceable banger.
You must not know what I mean. You must not know what I mean. I can have another you in a minute. Will you be here in a minute? Whatever the line is.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Back up to the left, to the left.
But I want you to listen to her whole country album
Yeah,
and
I've
tell
heard
me
it.
it's
This ain't
listenable.
Texas. They ain't hold them.
No, the whole album.
I know.
This
She
ain't
can't do
Texas.
country. You
Thank
know why
you.
she did it?
Thank you. That's all I
Because
needed
she
to hear.
made so much money.
Stupid.
This is like worse than Joe hating on Justin Bieber.
Oh, by the way, I'm out on this. You know why? You're in Australia. Can you give me Silverchair? Like, can you give me a band from Australia?
Keith Urban.
What is Silverchair?
Silverchair. You never heard of Silverchair?
Heard of Men at
I've
Work?
never heard of Silverchair.
You never heard of the band Silverchair?
I have.
You guys kidding me?
Name what's a song? What's a famous song by them?
Israel's Son, Fat Boy.
Send over-
Throw the Overboard.
Send over Green Day. All American Rejects.
So look up tomorrow. So look up the song "Tomorrow" by Silverchair by Alice in Chains, and they became Silverchair.
Oh.
"Freak" was another good song. Never mind, guys. Next.
Wait, so you guys in or out on the Jonas Brothers after all?
Out.
I like Jonas Brothers.
I am out.
That's my favorite karaoke song all time.
What?
Burning Up.
By who?
The Jonas Brothers.
No.
I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under.
Sounds good, Joe.
Baby, you turn temperature higher.
Okay.
'Cause I'm burning up for you, baby. Burning up at the place wild.
I don't know that song.
You don't know that, so you were making fun of us. And you don't know Jonas Brothers Burning Up.
No, but who sings "Watermelon Sugar High"?
Harry
Styles. You got to do Watermelon Sherbet High.
Watermelon Sherbet High.
Watermelon Sherbet High.
Hey, I could use that one.
After last night, we were like, oh, my watermelon sherbet.
Dude, by the way, the Red Sox just got saved. There was a fly ball to the deep corner of the field. This would have cleared. Oh my God! It would have cleared the bases.
Not out of the woods
Anyways,
yet.
wait. Jonas Brothers. Give me another Jonas Brothers song.
Year 3000.
Yeah.
How's it go?
Because I went to the year 3000. Not much has changed. You don't know that song? What's another famous?
Remember, I'm 44.
Wait, I was
How
thinking
would
of
I
Maroon
hear it?
5.
Not Cool by the Jonas Brothers.
Cool?
I'm feeling
I'm feeling so cool.
Yeah.
Top to the bottom, just cool.
Do you know this song, Skiz?
Every little thing that I do.
The year 3000 rings a bell, but cool.
Or
I
Sucker.
can't say.
I'm a sucker for you.
Denise in our chat says this is a douche chill segment.
Well, get ready, Denise.
Hang on, wait. Jonas Brothers songs? I know who the Jonas Brothers are. I just don't think I've ever really looked at their catalog.
They have a song called Waffle House, which is pretty funny.
Okay, what's When You Look Me in the Eyes?
Huh? Hold
Okay. Leave Before You
That's their
Love Me.
top song. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see Waffle. What's Sucker?
I'm a sucker for you. We just.
Oh, I know that song.
I'm
a sucker for you.
You're cold. You go around like you know who I am, but you don't. You got me on my toes. I'm slipping into the lover, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, you turn temperature hotter, 'cause I'm burning up for you, baby. Come on, girl.
Where's the golden buzzer?
Yeah,
I fell
All right,
so fast.
Stop.
Can't hold myself back.
He can't stop.
Yeah, we might have to pay for that song now.
You might have to mic them.
You might have to pay for that.
I might have. YouTube might shut us down now.
All right, next.
All right, I know that, but I do know that song. I know that song.
All that.
You're a Jonas Brother guy, huh?
That's if we were karaokeing, that would be my go-to.
That song sucks. Go ahead. Keep going.
All right, gentlemen, and Riley, scientists have discovered poop pills could help treat peanut allergies. Scientists have found evidence that a transplant using poop pills could help patients become more tolerant to foods they're severely allergic to. Researchers at Boston Children's Hospital tested the unusual treatment on young adults with severe peanut allergies, with some participants able to eat multiple peanuts without reacting 4 months later. The approach is a type of fecal transplant, which transfers beneficial gut bacteria from a healthy donor into another person's digestive system. For the trial, the bacteria were delivered through 36 frozen capsules named poop pills, taken over the course of several hours. Are we in or out on poop pills to help fight your allergies?
Yes, in.
I'm going to say out only because I was deadly allergic to peanuts, and I improved in different ways than poop pills. I did it a different way. I went to a different person, and I did not need to do poop pills.
I think I'm out.
I'm in because I don't really care. I'm not allergic to any foods.
If it helps, I'm in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As a 44-year-old man, whatever helps, get it out.
You also love to talk about poop, so this would do numbers for the Joe Show.
Okay.
Why are the poop pills frozen? That kind of gives me some pause. There.
Four months later.
Maybe it's to like stuff like Preparation H and like those other over-the-counter remedies for hard stool, or what's the other word? Backed up.
Sure.
Zeke probably doesn't know my story.
The Hershey Highway.
You've
Which
heard
one?
the Hershey Highway story or no?
No, I've not.
All right, now I'm sharing the Hershey Highway story again. I couldn't poop for 4 or 5 days.
Oh no.
It was painful, and I knew I was backed up. We're adults, right? We can have a conversation about poop.
It happens.
Okay, thank you. It couldn't happen though. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't move.
You couldn't take like medicine.
I tried.
Oh.
So me and my buddy ordered some Chinese food from a local shop in Rossi, Dragon Chef, rest in peace, not open anymore. Playing video games, and I felt the rumble and the jump. The belly started going boom, 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 boom. I was at my buddy's house, and I was like, "Can I use your bathroom, man?" And when I went up to his bathroom, his mom was in the room next to it, and I felt like it wasn't a good place. So I said, I think I can make it home. I was about 7 minutes away. And I was praying, please make it. Please make it. I was on Beach Street, right where Pleasant Cafe is, Street Team Joe. Crossing over Washington, going up Beach. And then there's like this little hill that just goes down Beach Street. And it just came out of me so soft.
Stop.
So pressureless.
Pressureless.
It just came right out. And it was soft. It was 5 days worth of backup. I did it in the car.
And you burn your clothes.
And, I made it home. When I got out of the car, it was a mess. I immediately jumped in the shower.
Who cleaned the car?
Grabbed the, I was living at home still. But anyways, my point is, sometimes you need the pills. And I'll go pills. I'm in. Yes, I crapped my pants driving in a car one day after being backed up for 5 days.
That's perspective. That's perspective.
Do you know that story, Derek?
You have told me that story before,
good.
yes.
You've told me that story before.
Just remember, if you think you got to go, always make sure you're near a comfortable.
Last time you told that, remember Sarah called in and said her friend threw poop?
Yo, what?
Yeah, and told everybody not to look.
Yeah, at a water park, she had pooped and then threw it.
Yeah.
What?
We'll go to break shortly because I want you guys to do your segment. But anything else tonight, Skaz, that we should talk about? And on the pills, by the way.
In on the poop pills. All right, let's see what else we got here. We did Dairy Queen. We did the poop pills.
You think the Dairy Queen would be good for the poop pills?
I mean, it can't hurt, right?
Just go get lettuce from
The
Taco
Red
Bell or
Sox lose again.
I'm out on the Red Sox.
It was just 1-1. I mean,
Wait, what?
6-1
You're
now.
out on them?
Yeah, for sure.
Why?
What?
We're in the playoffs.
We're
in the wild card.
They're right back to where they started in terms of offensive production.
That's not true.
But it's been 4 games. That's it.
In terms of the last couple of games.
Yeah, they still have a 6-game lead in the wild card.
I understand that. I think not out on their potential to make the playoffs. I think out on what everyone's been
out on what? What do you explain? What
out
you're
on them being championship contenders, because that's what the talk was after they got Rutschman.
Who is a championship contender?
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh, gosh.
The team that the Red Sox swept that lost 8 in a row.
Well, you
got to be consistent.
I am an intern for Felger and Mass, so I'm going to back them and say it was a fake sweep.
Why are you baking what? Fake sweep?
They said it was a fake sweep.
That's bull.
How's it fake? It
Fake
happened.
Oh man, can I give you no offense to Felger Mass, they've been doing this for how long, guys? Sometimes
a long time.
They have that they have like agenda-driven radio, right?
Of course.
So you're backing someone with an agenda, not fact.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but
I think I've made my point here, right?
I think
they're backing Felger and Mass.
I can back the fake sweep comment, though.
No, but having a fake sweep comment is their take, not yours.
Of course.
But why was it fake? I'm confused.
Because look at the pitchers the Red Sox won against, except for Yamamoto.
So the best pitcher?
So Yamamoto's except for Yamamoto,
Yeah.
who's one of the best pitchers in baseball and helped win the championship in a Game 7 last year.
Their lineup was in there.
This is what No. Next.
All right, we can end with this one tonight. Our friends over at Cheetos are teaming up with Bloomhouse Productions to release a horror-themed cheese puff that fizz, tingle, and numb your mouth. They will be cinnamon sugar flavored that will slowly build to intense heat.
No.
Are we in or out on horror-themed
The flavor
Cheetos?
sounds good. I'm not in on the tingling
So
in
you're
your
telling
mouth.
me it's like spicy soda? I'm so out. Like you know how I don't drink soda because it's carbonated and it's spicy? So out.
Sick flex, Riley.
Disgusting. Never.
Do you drink
that.
seltzer?
No, I don't drink anything carbonated.
She doesn't drink.
I also don't drink.
Alcohol?
Well, I'm also 20, but
Oh, yeah.
even if I was 21, I don't drink.
Sorry. Forgot the age.
Zeke, you in?
I'm in. I'm a big seltzer consumer.
Oh no! What was the
It
was a
Cheetos.
Cheeto.
The
It was a
tingly
Cheeto-
Cheetos.
The tingly Cheetos.
What do you think, Derek? You don't
I
like
am.
anything.
I'm out on the tingly Cheetos. You're never gonna get me to
Thank
try
you,
these.
Derek.
I mean,
So, are we talking about cinnamon spice?
With everything nice.
No, it's not that. It ain't a man's world. You go, girl. No more sugar and spice and everything nice. No, you guys know that song? It's a she thing, and it's all in me. I could be anything that I want to be.
Oh, I do know that
I
song.
want to take a guy home with me tonight. It's none of your business. No.
Skaz, you got a
No.
exit plan.
No. We can't play that song. All right. We should go to break now. All right. So Riley's got something planned here. I don't know what it is.
you're gonna find out.
Yeah, Derek's got to come in here first.
Oh,
You gotta
Derek has to come in here,
You got to
too?
come take the seat.
Okay. So it's an intern takeover here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
I'm leaving the studio.
You are? Why?
Wait, you're not going to join?
Well, I thought
There's
it was
only 4 seats, right?
I thought there was only
There's 5 seats.
We can have Derek
Oh,
and
there's
STJ switch if we need to, or yeah, you could.
I'll
sit
talk
in the
from
middle
in there.
We
I'll
don't
talk
care.
from in there if
Okay.
you need me to chime in.
Joe Murray is a part of this.
I am.
Yes.
I've been told that you are there to react and judge,
And steer the ship.
and maybe a little steering.
I like
Aye,
I like
Captain.
my idea. I don't know if we haven't been able to talk about it yet, but
Yeah, I was worried that the lack of a captain in the studio may be a problem
okay.
at times.
Okay. No, but do you guys know what I'm talking about? I texted it. I wanted to do a social video.
Oh yes, yeah. I have some
You have
prompts
that.
for that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Do you know what I'm
I
talking
think I
about?
remember
I
this one.
don't.
We talked about it
Yes,
last night.
yes, Derek, you
Yep,
remember.
I got you.
It's about you, Ralph.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready.
We'll have to do that one off the air, probably.
Okay. Oh,
But we
gosh.
could share it on
Joe, you know what I thought? What are we going to get Derek for food for his last day? Because Derek only eats pizza and chicken fingers.
pizza.
Derek, is there any other foods you eat? Or just pizza and chicken fingers?
Would you eat a chicken finger pizza?
Lay this out for me. Like pieces of chicken fingers on a pizza?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think so. Like,
Wait, so when Derek's mom called in, how did she explain?
She was like, I'm not a bad mother.
Yes, yeah.
Please don't blame me.
He's like, I'm just
And
like, this is on Derek.
And to be truthful, we never actually thought of her
no.
as like
Derek's
a
issues
bad
go
influence.
beyond.
No, if anything, it's a testament to her good parenting, how well adjusted and normal Derek is with the eating habits he
Yes,
has.
yes. But she was like, please, I'm not a bad mother. I'm like, no, we know you're not. Like, he's a smart, educated kid who goes to Boston University. His food palate sucks.
Derek, do you see a food therapist?
I do
What?
not.
Are
Apparently
you
I've
scared of like
Do those
textures
exist?
and stuff? Like, do those freak you out?
Apparently, I've gone to like some kind of therapy or specialist to work on like sensory for taste. I don't remember this. This must have been when I was younger,
Must
but
have been, yeah.
Because like a burger, I don't think you should be freaked out.
So,
by
wait a
burger.
second. Just, okay, you like pizza.
Yep.
Cheese, sauce,
Yep.
bread.
Yeah.
And you like chicken fingers.
Yes.
So, if I took the chicken finger
Go
and
ahead.
I put it on top of the pizza
That's where you lose.
and you ate it, you couldn't do it?
No, I could probably do it. Would I like the taste? I don't know.
It's a damn chicken finger and a pizza at the same time.
But it's a strange clash of taste.
So, like, listen, okay, in your defense, if lettuce touches my taco meat, I am out. That crap's
Yeah, but you don't
contaminated,
like
bro.
lettuce.
No.
He likes chicken fingers.
That is not the same. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. All right, we got to go to break. There's a lot of people here, and it's Riley's last night. Do you know where Riley is from, Zeke?
I do.
Do you know where?
Exeter, New Hampshire.
Oh, I wouldn't have
Nice.
gotten
Did
that.
you know we created a segment for her? I did, actually.
Yeah.
I'll take credit. Do you know what the name of the
Live
segment
free and rye.
Live free
Oh, wow.
Or rye. Okay.
Because live free or die.
And there's a song.
Of course, I got it the first. I definitely got it.
You got it now?
Yeah.
Derek's got a good radio voice over there.
He
You
does.
mean Zeke?
I mean, Zeke's got
and Derek.
I'm like, yeah, you do, Derek.
Yeah, no, Derek's got a good voice too.
I think Derek's voice is very good.
No, Derek's got a good voice too.
When's your internship over, Zeke?
We're going till August 27th.
That's when I think Derek's going to.
August 27th.
Lucky.
I don't know. I forget the date.
25th for me.
So Riley's just bouncing out
Yeah,
early,
what?
huh?
What's up with that?
Blame my school. I'm leaving August 19th.
We're gonna see Riley in the Hawaii or something.
Yo, what?
No,
I
she's
wish.
going to be covering Wake Forest versus Virginia Tech.
In the production
paddleball.
room. Oh,
You know
no.
what I mean?
Football.
All right, let's go to break. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
When the sewer at your home or business. And final today. The Toronto Blue Jays defeated the Red Sox 6-4 tonight. The Sox scored 3 runs in the 9th inning, but their bullpen tonight imploded. Tyrone Guerrero gave up 5 runs, 4 earned, as the Red Sox lose 5 in a row now. They have one more game in the series against Toronto tomorrow, where Peyton Tolley will be on the mound. But the Sox tied the game on a Wilson Contreras home run. They went down 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 6-1. But in the 9th inning, they made a little bit of a charge. Caleb Durbin, RBI single. Jaron Duran, RBI double. And then Monasterio hit the sac fly. Another game where the team lost with the tying run at the plate. I thought Ranger Suarez did enough tonight to keep the team in the game. 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts through 81 pitches. First time that he has gone at least past into the 5th inning, I would say here. One difference is they did score 4 runs tonight. But during this 5-game losing streak, they're batting .228. They have 11 extra base hits. Their bullpen ERA, 5.30, 4 errors. Their starting ERA is consistent. And they've only scored 4 runs in 14 games. You guys are smart college kids, right? What is 14 runs, 5 games? What is that? 2.8 runs per game. Thank you, Joe Math. You can't win scoring 2.8 runs a game. Tonight, they did score the magic number of 4 runs. But it came too late. And they lose again tonight. They're now 11-39. No, sorry, 11-44 now. When they score 4 runs or less in a game. 5-game losing streak is tied for their longest this season. The Blue Jays took care of business in this series. They had timely hitting. But the base running, the fielding, and tonight, the bullpen. And I almost wonder if they're starting to have their depth challenged in the bullpen. Another night, by the way. Another night. No Whitlock, no Chapman. I don't know what Chad Tracy's waiting for. You had Eric Miller, Slayton, and Suarez, 5, 6, 7. You could have gone to Whitlock in the 8th. What happened? You haven't used Chapman now in 3 days. So I can go to the bullpen ERA, but what's going on with not using the back end of your bullpen? What's up with that? They're now 3-8 this year versus Toronto. Again, the big win streak that they had gave them a cushion. So for those who say, oh, well, they might not make it now, they got plenty of room in the standings. Right now, they're 4 games ahead of the Rangers. Minnesota's slightly behind, Detroit's slightly behind. If they can win tomorrow with Peyton Tolley on the mound, that'd be huge. Then they would go on another run on the road. And again, I think the schedule is fairly easy. Or I should say it's a softer part of their schedule, but they play a 3 o'clock game tomorrow. And then on Friday night, they begin a series against the Pirates, who they should be able to beat. They might need to get the hell out of Toronto, I'll tell you that much. But the bullpen, once again tonight, and credit to Tyrone Guerrero, he's been awesome all year. Tonight, he imploded, and the Red Sox imploded, and Just another game where they've made errors, running the bases, just the little things, the margin for error. Yes, they lost by 2. Yes, they had the tying run at the plate. But you can't win games when you can't score runs. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. Feel free to react to the Red Sox losing 5 in a row. I don't really know what else I can say. But I think this is the first time where Chad Tracy now has to make some decisions. Who needs time off? When do you go to the bullpen? Did you leave Ranger Suarez? Did you take him out too soon? It's the first time in a while where I've started to look at the decisions he's making. And are they impacting the team or hurting the team? You know what really sucked tonight?
Alex Bregman hit 3 home runs.
Oh, that happened? I did not know that. So he did better than Durbin tonight, you're telling me? We're going to do that every night?
I hope not. Durbin's been pretty solid, but I bet you that conversation's going to start, Joe.
Yeah. Can you catch the ball in the field, please? Did you see that Wilson Contreras ball? What the hell is going on there?
Joe, what do you think they're going to do at shortstop here?
Okay, I brought this up earlier in the show. I think that they need defensive help. I'd bring up Chen. He's their best defender.
Yeah.
I mean,
he played really good defense when he was up
here. He doesn't have much of a bat. So, is it really helping you? Are you better off sending, a guy like Sogard back to Worcester and having Chen just late in the game at shortstop?
I think so.
Contreras has been great at first, but what the hell was that today?
I don't think your offensive production, I know Monasterio's been hot. I can't believe that you can count on that going forward, and his defense isn't good enough to make up for it.
The second run of the game tonight, Guerrero's rounding third. You had a great throw to the plate. I know you guys want to do your segment, but people want to bitch. Let them hear them. Keith's in Florida, Keith.
Hey, Joe, I love you, man. Love you like a brother, honestly. And someday when I come to Boston to visit my granddaughter again, me and my wife would like to be here. Maybe I could treat you to dinner or something because you're swell. Now, I don't want you to get mad with me. I think both of us right now, we're on a heater, so you might end up yelling at me about this. But here's what I want to ask you. For the past 5 games, all the way back to the series against the Athletics with no city, you keep saying every night, if they can win the game tomorrow, then this will happen in the standings, or that will happen in the standings. Aren't you getting kind of frustrated with saying that? Because the offense is dead, man. I mean, they scored the 4 runs. There is no more magic number. It was when we were winning. Now that we're losing, we're in a tailspin now. They're going backwards. And once again, it was the 4th or 5th inning, and it was 1-1, right? But then as it started looking like the momentum was going the other way, I said to my wife, once again, I said, you know what? I don't have a good feeling about this. Well, and then when they went ahead 2-1, I said, we're not going to win this game. We're not going to win this game because we don't know how to win anymore.
So what do you want me to
say?
say?
What do you think about that?
Well, I think a lot.
Have a blessed night, buddy. Love you. Bye.
No, Keith. You said you love me, right? Oh, he said he loved me like a brother.
Didn't love you enough to stay.
Let me love you.
No, for real. My thought is they got such a cushion that, yeah, they suck right now. They're still in a playoff. I almost wonder if they're waiting for reinforcements. Like I said, their depth is being tested. But I think you're as good as your next game. If you win tomorrow, right, the fire's out. You go on the road, you play Pittsburgh, you're better than Pittsburgh. You're a better team than Pittsburgh. Win the series. You still have a 5-game gap. Am I being too easy on them?
No, this was
they suck right now.
Yeah, and this was a team that was built on a solid pitching staff. I think we all went into this season knowing that the offense wasn't going to be the greatest thing in the world, and this is what you're looking at right now. You're looking at an offense that can't get production.
Yeah, and I'm not making excuses for them, but at times your depth is challenged. And I think the Siegler, Sogard, Monasterio, they're starting to turn into the players that they are, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, I hate to say it, Probably going to need Trevor Story.
Oh, no.
Probably going
Should
to
I
have
pull
to.
out my jersey?
No, hang on. Curtis Mead
I hope he-
and Roman Anthony. Would you rather have Sogard, Siegler, Monasterio, or Story, Mead, Anthony?
Yeah, Story, Mead, Anthony.
Yeah.
No question.
I hate to make too much sense here.
No, but that was like, you did three the best.
No, but
Yeah,
what I'm
you
trying to
back
say is
Story up
You're
to
going to
a
take
good-
those three out, though.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
those guys come back, those guys are out. See you later. Bye. Out.
I am with you on Anthony and Mead. Story still,
Story's not going to help you in the field.
yeah.
No.
This is
And what was he batting even when he left? He couldn't have done
Sucks.
that. Yeah. I guess, is he an upgrade?
Is my mic on? Can people hear me? Franklin Arias. Ariels in the sky. Franklin Arias. He's a better defender. He's hitting right now. He's hitting.
Yep.
Christian Campbell. Don't love him. He's hitting right now. Move one of these one of these backups who helped you get here. It's time to send one back down.
I don't know about Trevor Story, though, because in the 41 games he played this season, he was only batting a 206 average.
Yeah, I don't care.
With 34 hits, do you really want him coming back and taking one of these
here's the
guys'
deal.
spots?
Here's the deal. He's not ready to come back right now.
No.
They're like a month away from him. Probably.
So
4 weeks.
do you really want him to come back right before playoffs?
I would like him more than probably Monasterio, yes.
Ooh, interesting.
This is why I'm saying Franklin Arias. Forget about Trevor Story.
Joe, when's the
You
dead-
have this gigantic prospect who's hitting like crazy in the minors. Don't you want that guy who can hit?
When's
to
the
help
deadline
now?
for him to come up? I know it's early September.
He just has to be on the 40-man.
40-man by September 1st.
By some date. I don't know what it is.
I give you a little Sox news.
Please.
This from Tim Healy post game. Garrett Whitlock was unavailable tonight as he's dealing with elbow inflammation.
There it is.
So they're me yelling about Garrett Whitlock.
Yep.
They don't have another seventh inning guy.
Nope.
Bayo.
That's funny.
For real?
Well, you know what my fear is? Garrett Crochet.
So that's what.
What do you mean your fear?
No, they might.
I don't want them to bring back their ace and have him pitch in cold weather and just high leverage situations. I don't want Garrett Crochet to come back this season.
Oh.
No, you either want him to be a starter.
Yes.
And pitch 3-5 inning, whatever he can do, on 80 pitches or less. That's what you want him to be.
Yes.
Problem is he needs 6 weeks to ramp up to that. Mm-hmm. When does that start?
It would have to start probably now.
Now.
It's not happening right now.
So what I'm trying to say is that they could force, or he could force his way to help out. Hey, I can give you some innings out of the bullpen. Well, then they're going to use him at the back of the bullpen.
Yeah.
Which could hurt himself again, not to mention you got Aroldis Chapman who's dealing with all these things, and now Garrett Whitlock's got a forearm issue. Or what did they call it?
Elbow inflammation or something like that.
They don't have a seventh or any. You got to bring Weiser back up now.
Wasn't there a positive? I know this guy's not great, but it's a name out there. Tanner Houck. Wasn't he?
He's coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back.
No, he's working.
He's on his way, yeah.
But he's got to get on a program too.
Yeah.
They have a 6-game window. They can't lose 5 more in a row. Do you get what I'm saying? They got to win tomorrow. You got to win the series against Pittsburgh. It gets you to another week. Do you get what I'm saying? Another week you might be able to bring up. Like, I would like to see what. I don't think I'm crazy when I say Franklin Arias. Like, Monasterio's cold now. Plus, he stinks in the field. Do you just go with a defender now to help your bullpen or help your pitching staff? Or how about you throw a firecracker into the mix and see what he can do?
I don't think you're crazy, but is there the worry of rushing him like you did Campbell, like you did Meyer, and all of those
But
guys?
the thing is, when the playoffs matter, I mean, if he's producing, he'll play. If he's not, he's just going to go back down and it probably won't stunt him. The Campbell thing's different. The Campbell thing is they ruined that kid. They gave him they rushed him. He wasn't ready. They gave him an extension, and then they put him in multiple different positions. It didn't work. But he can hit, and I think he can play left field right now. But their second base and shortstop situation, it's not good. And I keep bringing it up, but Mead and Story are working together right now.
So Franklin would have to be called up by September 1.
First,
which is in how many weeks? 2.
2.
Is that enough time for him in the minors?
I think if they can win tomorrow and you take 2 out of 3 against the Pirates, you're 3 games still up. You're probably up 6 games still. And New York isn't rushing Aaron Judge back right now. I just feel good. I don't feel good about losing 5 in a row. I feel good about the soft schedule. Problem is what's your bullpen look like when you got an ERA of 5? And now you don't have Garrett Whitlock and you haven't pitched Chapman in 5 days probably, right now? 4 days now? No, they might have to look at potentially putting somebody in the bullpen. It could be Sandoval. He's done it before. Does this kid Eric Ross maybe go into the 8th inning? I mean, you just traded for him. You probably got to bring Weiser back up. I know we call him the Uber driver. It's not
that doesn't bring me a lot of confidence that if Weisert's pitching in important innings, that would not be good.
Oh.
We'd be in trouble. They would be in trouble.
I know you guys want to do your thing. Mike is in Hanover. Mike.
Hey, Big Joe, what's up? I got a couple of my buddies listening in, and they didn't think I was going to call in, but I told them I love Joe. I love Joe's all talk on his food, and I'm a big Kowloon guy. I'm a beef guy, too. But if you really want to talk baseball tonight, which I wanted to, the 8th inning, 1-1 game, the Sox were right in it. They were right there. And all of a sudden, I was sitting at the bar. I went to take a leak. I came back, and all of a sudden, it was 6-1. I was like, what the hell? And then I came back, and, they kind of fought it back a little bit. So I thought they actually had a little fight in them tonight. I think even though they lost their 5th game in a row, that was pretty solid effort that they almost fought back and won that game.
Mike, it's the 5th game in a row that they've had the winning run on base or game-tying run on base. So tonight I'm not giving them they tried.
Joe, I don't know, that the game-tying run on base kind of counted there because there's third base, 2 outs, still need another guy.
Hang on. Let's do the math. 6-4. Runner on third and batter at home. That would be game-tying guy.
Not on base, though.
No, there was a guy on third. Duran made a stupid decision to move to third and almost got thrown out.
Well, he's an idiot, but yes, I agree with you.
So you now agree. Okay, no, thank you, Mike. Love you. Mean it. Do you see what I mean? People have their narratives. I work in fact. See what I mean by agenda, narrative, fact. Let's go to break. Everybody okay now? Garrett Whitlock, not good, Skaz.
I would say that's bad, Joe.
Your Uber driver is pulling up now.
If Greg Weissert is pitching,
he's right out front.
If he's pitching any important innings for you down the stretch, that's not good.
For real, right now. Slayton, Weissert, Guerrero. This is Guerrero's first time hit all year.
Is there a chance somebody like Bennett gets put in the bullpen? A guy who hasn't pitched that many innings late in the season?
He's never pitched this many. I mean, you cannot pull it totally, right?
Not yet.
He's the perfect.
He's your game 3 starter right now.
He's the perfect candidate to go back there. But that's probably why they got Eric Ross.
Didn't really work out the last time, though, remember? Because he just came out throwing gas and guys were kind of geared up for it.
That's why I think Eric Ross is probably the guy.
Oh, Miller or
what did I say? Eric Ross?
Eric Miller.
Like
you said Eric.
Do I know it, Eric Ross? Eric Miller. The big guy. A lot of big guys.
The Moose, yeah.
Moose. All right, guys. So in the radio business, we're 9 minutes late.
This is the Joe Show. You kidding me?
More like 15 minutes late, but yeah.
We did an hour
It's
with no
okay.
commercials one night.
All right. Well, if we did a headline here, it would have been brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning. JohnSewer.com.
What about the hourly?
That would have been brought to you by Valvoline and Oil Change, which you can enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance by going to getanoilchange.com. You can save 15% off your next drive through oil change. There's one in Woburn. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com on Ville Ave. I'm Joe Murray, and we'll talk to you.
From the Town Fair Tire Studio, the game is on the Sports Hub.
Goes to the backhand and score! Two-hand slam!
Boston's
You can call in about the Red Sox, but I hope you can understand there's not much more we can say. Whitlock might have to go on the IL. They need to win tomorrow with Peyton Tolley on the mound. And then they go to the Pirates. And their bullpen is just a big problem right now. That's all I got. So there we go. And if they just win tomorrow.
That's all they got to do.
Win tomorrow.
Deep breath. Deep breaths, everyone.
You'll keep a 5-game lead. And then if somebody loses, like Texas, you'll get a 6-game. Oh. And then if you beat...
That's like nothing happened.
And then if you beat
We're back to 6.
Pittsburgh and they lose again, 7 games.
Whoa.
So
oh my gosh.
remember, before you hit the... Don't hit the... Until it's like 1 game. Then you lose it. And then it's really going down.
Yeah.
So...
Deep breaths.
6 games is still a week, right? Joe Math.
Joe Math.
That week would have to be really bad.
What do we got here? What's going on here, Riley? You run the segment.
Okay, so tonight we got Derek, the other Joe Show intern, and then Zeke from Felger and Maz. So we're doing an intern takeover. And we texted a little bit before the show, and we decided to do a segment about what ifs in Boston sports. Like, what if this happened? What if that happened? How would have that changed the trajectory of something important that happened in Boston sports history? We each came up with a few. Why don't we have Derek start off and give us his first one?
Ooh. Oh, so many choices. I mean, we each had to come up with 3. I came up with 9. So I've got a lot of options. Ooh. Let's do a Sox one. Let's do... All right, what if the Sox never traded Mookie?
Oh my gosh. I think we would have won another World Series.
One more?
What would you say?
More than one?
I think it's tough because if they paid Mookie, do they pay other guys?
Xander?
That is true. Do you think Devers and Xander would have ended up being gone still?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Because we've talked about John Henry at times, and if he paid Mookie the numbers that Trout was paid at that time, because that was the conversation, then does he spend money on other guys? And that was the discussion that was being had at that time.
They signed Devers and not Betts or Bogarts.
Yeah.
Also, Alex Cora got fired for cheating.
Yes.
So, would they have won a World Series?
That is true.
But, I mean, Betts was by far the best out of those 3 guys.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would question them winning a World Series. 2021 team was pretty good, so maybe they could have.
That would have been awesome.
That was the one. I was going to say one more, because that 2021 team, you add a Mookie Betts and replace, I don't know, a Kike Hernandez in that team with Mookie Betts.
Mm-hmm. Or Alex Verdugo or something.
Yeah, take Verdugo back to
Yeah.
LA, put
Ship
Mookie
him
there.
back.
That's a pretty good team right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty good team.
What else you got?
Zeke, you go.
All right. I'm going to go, what if Malcolm Butler had played in that Super Bowl against the Eagles?
Ooh. I don't know if that makes it that big of a difference.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
It's one guy.
Do you know the guy who played?
Johnson Batamosi.
Okay.
They
Did he
one-
mess up bad? Did he mess up bad?
Yes.
Missed about a million tackles.
Okay.
Johnson
I did not know that.
Batamosi.
You searching him up on the television.
Oh, what did that say?
Johnson Bonamosi.
Patriots Super Bowl.
Are we going to watch the highlights
I'm
right
going
now?
to show you
Okay.
right now
Awesome.
how bad they needed him for one play.
Yeah.
How many times on a 4th down? The Malcolm Butler thing, they win. I'm sorry.
You really think so? It makes that big
Do
of
I
a
really,
difference?
really? Yes, I would bet money on it.
He was their best cornerback by far that
The
year,
strip sack
too.
never happens. All that.
Yeah.
What are the Philly special?
Eagles scored 41 points in that game. Nelson Aguilar had 9 receptions for 84 yards. Alshon Jeffrey, 3 for 73 and a touchdown. Zach Ertz, 7 for 67 and a touchdown.
Who was that guy guarding? All 3 of those people?
He's not going to guard all 3 of those guys, but he takes pressure off of the rest of his
Okay.
defensive backs in that situation.
Sorry, I'm going to shut my mic off.
Oh.
All right. Zeke, keep
I
going.
wanted you guys to argue.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
No, but I am curious, Joe, do you think we'll ever figure out
Doesn't matter anymore.
what happened?
No, I think Belichick held a grudge.
But about what?
Whatever.
Wouldn't you want to know?
From what I heard, that is he had a bad week of practice because he was sick and he was late to come with the team.
Oh, my God.
But I don't. What do I know? That's been reported, or he said it too. Didn't he say he was sick, came in late, and he was pissed about it?
And then they brought in Malcolm at the end of his career, paid him a little bit, and he got cut.
Yeah.
Yep.
I call that hush money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little guaranteed money. I haven't heard anything since. All right, next.
Okay, I'm gonna go to hockey since you guys did Patriots and you guys did Red Sox. What if the Bruins kept Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman together instead of shipping off Ullmark? Do you think we do it again? The run we went. What? Yeah.
The Bruins.
Yes, of course.
You're out
Oh
there.
shoot! I said we again. We had this conversation. Do you think that the Bruins?
Just trying to teach you before
I
you
know.
leave.
Do you think the Bruins would have gone on a run again if we kept both of them, or if they kept both of them? There you go. I fixed it.
No.
No.
Are you guys asking me?
You don't think that makes a difference? You didn't think the goalie tandem worked? No.
I think it was their identity and they went away from it. But I don't think they win.
Interesting.
I don't think it would have made that much of a
The
difference.
coach couldn't figure out who he wanted in net anyways.
That is true.
It was Allmark one year, then Swayman the next year. They decided to keep Swayman, which I think was the right decision, but I don't think it changes much if you have both of them compared to just one of them.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more holes in that team that had to be filled than just keeping the tandem together.
Including the coach.
Yeah.
All right.
Move on.
Derek,
All
you're
right.
up.
Let's do the C's. Green Teamers, rise up. What if Gordon Hayward had a healthy debut season with the Celtics?
With 3 rings, I think.
3?
Is Jason,
rings.
is Jason Tatum the player he is today?
Eventually, he becomes the player he is. I think if Gordon Hayward doesn't go down, Kyrie, that first year, I think the Celtics could make a finals run.
The first year.
They took
went
LeBron
they
to
took
7.
LeBron, game 7
with
without
Tatum
Kyrie.
as the number one option.
without Kyrie, without Gordon.
That was the one that Terry Rozier fixed in the 7th game.
Yes, it was the one, Terry Rozier.
They wouldn't have won.
Well, he might not have been playing if Kyrie was out there.
Well, that's true. That means the fix couldn't have been in. You're right.
Yeah.
Good take.
Do you think Kyrie would have stayed if Gordon Hayward had a good year and we went on a
So
run?
here's the thing: the young guys, their egos got too great, and Kyrie had to call Daddy LeBron and say, "Hey, how do I handle this?" And I think what you were getting was Jaylen Brown's ego inflated, Jason Tatum's ego inflated, but rightfully so.
They both played
and
great that
unfortunately, Gordon Hayward didn't even come back, even as a shell of himself.
Danny Ainge would have traded Jaylen Brown for Durant anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I that's a tough one to think because you would like to think
3 championships.
3 championships. I mean, Kyrie.
You know what? It's not a terrible take that if they were healthy with a Kyrie and a Gordon Hayward, could they have beaten that Cavs team?
Could they beat that Golden State team?
No.
No. But they probably could have beaten that Cavs team.
And I believe the Cavs won the championship that year, right? Because they.
I think they got
No, that was the
steamrolled
year
by Golden
I'm
State
thinking
that
the
year.
next year then, right?
That was the J.R. Smith finals, I believe.
The soup final.
Yeah.
Then we threw soup at them.
I think the Celtics would have made an entertaining finals. But then, the next year.
Unfortunately, it was probably the same result no matter what happened.
Yeah.
It sucks. But
Well, they didn't. What was it? 5 games? Did the Cavs
they
didn't take them in
lost.
7?
No, the Celtics lost in 7.
No, I'm talking about the Cavs Warriors.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Was it 5 games?
It was something short. I don't have it in front of me, but
don't care.
All right. I think I'm up now?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the year 2003. ALCS, Grady Little. Do you get where I'm getting at here?
I don't.
Do you take
What if Grady Little pulled Pedro Martinez out when he was supposed to pull Pedro Martinez
this
out?
is 2003. Did you guys know? You guys are. What year were you born?
05.
What series is this?
ALCS.
Okay.
Game 7.
Joe, how old were you?
1990. I was 7 years old.
I wasn't a thought yet.
I vaguely remember this game.
All right. I'll give the situation right
Is
here.
this the Aaron Boone? Is that
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. I remember this.
Grady Little went to the mound, talked to Pedro, and then just left him there. After that...
No. Pedro got the out in the inning. He went back to the dugout, and everybody gave him a high five like the night was over.
Okay.
They told him the night was over. Then he went back out there.
Yep.
Was he not supposed to?
Then Grady went back out there and didn't take him out again.
And then double Derek Jeter, single that brought Jeter home, ground rule double for Hideki Matsui, and then a 2-run double by Jorge Posada. The Yankees tied it 5-5. Aaron Boone
Yikes.
eventually hit the game walk-off home
Pedro
run.
gave up the hits. He thought his night was over. Everyone hugged him. He gave everyone. That was his thing. He got out of there. Everyone hugged him. And back then they had Timlin in the 8th. Who was in the ninth? Who's the closer on 03 Scaz? Was it Williamson? Because they went out and got Folk the next year. My God, now he got my brain.
It was Embry there?
So it was Timlin, Embry, 7th and 8th inning, but they were lefty-righty kind of matchup. 2003 Sox.
They did a closer by committee. It says Bobby Howery, Chad Fox, Mike Timlin, Byung-Young Kim they traded for.
You're right. They actually didn't have a closer.
Shea Hillenbrand for Byung-Young Kim.
Yeah, so Byung-Young Kim was he pitched for the Diamondbacks and helped them win a championship. But when the Sox got him, he gave up a home run and it messed with his head.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, it would have went. They could have gone Embry, Timlin, Byung-Young Kim. I mean, they didn't really have a closer, but it was totally botched.
The questions stem, right? Obviously, the direct answer to this is the Red Sox probably win that game, go to the World Series, but there's potentially, if they make the right decisions, if Grady Little makes the right decisions there.
If Pedro comes out of the game, he did his job, and it would be up to everyone else.
Then the questions become potentially no Terry Francona, potentially no Theo Epstein rebuilding the organization in the same way.
Well, that too. They don't get Kurt Schilling. They don't get Keith Folk. They don't probably win 4 championships.
Potentially no 2004. Correct. No 2004 World Series. Correct. No ride that had for
Kevin
the city.
Millar.
Yeah. All that. Yeah. Doesn't happen.
So I think that is obviously the direct effect of that what if is the Red Sox go to the World Series, but there are so many things that stem out of it.
That's a good what if.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Go on. All right.
Okay. My next one involves Mac Jones and Joe Thuney. My question is, what if the Patriots re-signed Joe Thuney and he stayed when Mac Jones was a rookie? Do you think that would have helped Mac Jones in any way become a better player and make the Patriots a better team? Oh, Joe does not like that question. I feel like he could have changed the outcome of Mac Jones' career just a tad. He's a pretty good asset for the Patriots, and he left for the Chiefs. No?
The Patriots went to the playoffs Mac Jones' rookie season.
Yeah, he had a good rookie season.
Yeah,
I know, but
he
just
did just fine.
continuing on. Wasn't there problems with
well,
the
Josh
line?
McDaniels left. That's the whole reason why he didn't do well his second year. But I think the first year he flourished.
In the long run, I feel like Joe Thuney could have helped the issues that Mac Jones.
But was
and the
that his
Patriots
issues?
faced.
Was that
one man is fixing the entire Patriots offensive line?
It's really
Not
just a
one
Josh
man.
McDaniels sandwich at the end of the day.
I'm not saying one man. I'm just saying I think he could have
Mac
helped
Jones
the
couldn't
situation.
throw the football, guys.
Oh my gosh.
He couldn't throw the ball.
I was trying to think out of the
It
box.
doesn't matter who was blocking for him. He couldn't throw the ball. Bailey Zappi came in the next year and took his job.
Yep.
And they did ruin him.
But you don't think?
No, I don't think.
You don't think Joe
I
Thuney
don't.
could have helped just a little bit? Just a little bit.
No.
a guard? He's a guard, right? Joe Thuney's a guard.
Yeah, they got. Who's the other guy? Cole Strange. How'd that work?
Oh my goodness.
So you don't? Okay, I feel like Joe Thuney could have helped a little bit. That's why I was trying to think of an out of the box question.
Jones went to the playoffs and they didn't let him throw in the wind. He couldn't throw.
Yeah.
He couldn't throw.
I give up. My bad. Bad question on my part, I guess.
He couldn't throw.
I'm sorry, Joe.
You know it's bad when Joe takes the headphones
I'm
off.
sorry.
Turns them.
No, the whole what if on Mac Jones. I'm not. We're not doing that.
Shouldn't have even said his name. I'm sorry.
No, he took his headphones off, muted his
Turned the mic off,
regathered himself, and then went to war.
I would like you to know that I worked post game during that era.
Worst years of your life, yeah?
Yes.
Did you enjoy Cam Newton more than Mac Jones?
Yeah.
I have a Cam Newton
There was
Patriots
some spunk
jersey.
to that,
Cam
at least.
in the second game of the year, threw for 400 yards and got stuffed at the goal.
Do you think
like
COVID
a jerk.
ruined him when he got
Cam
COVID?
Newton, a Hall of Famer.
No. But you know what, though? I bet you he gets votes.
I think he might be.
Well, he's an MVP, but he never won. I mean, the whole winning thing matters.
Do you think the Cam Newton?
He was the
I think the
best
Auburn
football
days help
player
him.
in the world
Eli
though, for
Manning,
a short time.
Ben Roethlisberger ahead of Cam Newton.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger way above Eli. I mean, they're not even in the same class.
Yeah, no, but what I'm trying to say is Eli.
Did Eli win an MVP?
No, he won 2 Super Bowls against the Patriots, which will go a long way. But Ben Roethlisberger was a bad human, and I bet you they keep him out.
He's got 2 rings. He's getting in.
No, I know, but I just think they might,
Joe, there's a lot of bad guys in the NFL Hall of Fame.
they make him wait, though, like Belichick. Next.
Wait, I want to see. Did you guys think that we're gonna have the Cam Newton beef again with Drake May this year?
No, he's got no
What's his
job.
deal?
Cam was fired.
Yeah, Cam got fired.
Yeah, he was laid off.
Oh, I thought
Good.
FS1 picked him up.
No,
Maybe I'm
we've
wrong.
already celebrated that one. Where were you?
Not only did Cam Newton not win a Super Bowl, he played terrible in the Super Bowl that he was in, not diving on that football.
No, Cam Newton was a good player. He got hurt because he
was
put
a
his
great player.
He put his body on the line.
Maybe the best college football player ever.
I would agree. I liked Tim Tebow better, but yes,
Tim Tebow had 50
Tim
pros
Tebow
on his
also
team.
played for one of the greatest teams of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you could make the argument that Cam Newton single-handedly beat Alabama and won a national championship against Oregon. By the way, that's a pretty good resume, right?
Yeah, I think the Auburn days help him a lot.
And by the way,
I think his rushing touchdowns help him a lot.
Like Cam Newton, Michael Vick, Cam Newton.
He's probably the NFL leader in every QB rushing stat, so that might be weighted. I don't know.
I think Michael Vick was a Hall of Fame talent. Like I think Rajon Rondo was a Hall of Fame talent.
Cam Newton's absolutely a Hall of Fame talent.
I don't think that like Rondo goes. I don't think Vick goes. You could probably make a case for Newton. I just don't think he goes.
I mean, if Bill Belichick didn't
But
go,
my whole thing
God
is the
knows
whole.
what.
Everyone's going to look at the era as Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning,
Phillip Rivers.
Rivers put up a bunch of numbers. He's another loser.
Joe Montana?
Well, he's already in there.
We're talking about people who haven't been in. Sorry, my bad. I didn't get that. I was thinking about something else. I thought you were naming.
I think Rivers had a good.
Yeah. So
he had a good
okay,
era.
Matt Ryan.
Ooh.
I mean, you could argue Matt Ryan was a play away from winning the championship.
Yeah, but he didn't win.
That's my point.
Yeah, I was reiterating your point.
But I would say Rivers was way more consistent than Ryan.
I don't know. Ryan won an MVP.
The one thing that Phillip Rivers did was he played a game in an AFC Championship game against the undefeated Patriots with a torn ACL and kept him in
Wow.
the entire. And you know who bailed that game? Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson. He went a long way with that one. Rivers was good. He's a crybaby, though. Oh, wicked.
He kind of has that Southern hospitality.
I will
like
say this:
Drake May.
if I asked you who was tougher, Cam Newton or Ben Roethlisberger, what would you say?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Ooh,
Ben Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger. And dude, I'm not trying to take anything away from him.
Roethlisberger was as tough as it gets, but Cam Newton took, and I know Roethlisberger played in a little bit earlier of his career, but there was a point where there was the Panthers had to basically petition against the refs because of the beatings
late
Cam
hit,
Newton was taking.
Cam Newton wouldn't, and actually it happened with the Patriots. He never got a late hit
He
call.
never got calls.
And he was slower with the Patriots because he came off surgery.
I
He
think
never got calls.
Big Ben could absorb more and stay on his feet longer in the pocket, but Cam Newton he took some hits.
I think it's just that one play that really hurts him.
The other, the fumble kills him. The other guy I didn't mention is Aaron Rodgers. Although I don't like the guy, he had the greatest footwork I've ever seen. Like as far as like footwork in the pocket and guy who could run a little bit.
Do you see a little Drake May in Aaron Rodgers?
No, if anything, I
like who was Drake May's best comp?
My comp was always Eli who could run. I always thought
I think he can spin it a little better than that, though.
May's
No,
got a better deep ball than a lot of guys I've seen. But
Rodgers' footwork, it's
my
crazy.
comp out of college though really was Eli, but Josh Allen really is the comp for Drake May.
What about like Carson Palmer?
So
big, could chuck the ball.
Numbers.
I'm saying for Drake May, a Drake May comparison.
Yeah, but Palmer wasn't as fleet.
He doesn't move. Yeah.
Could he in his younger day? I don't remember. I'm just
I mean,
could he run
at
in his younger
USC,
days?
He could move. Yeah. What we got? You guys got another one?
Yeah, you want another one?
Sure. What do you got?
All right, you mentioned Cole Strange. Let's talk about another first round pick. Do you remember Sony Michel?
Yeah.
Do you remember some other people who were drafted after him?
Well, Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, Lamar Jackson, Shaquille Leonard.
They wanted Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Josh McDaniels wanted Lamar Jackson. But instead, they traded for Isaiah Wynn.
Just quickly, Drake May as a rookie had more rushing yards than Carson Palmer in his career, just about. So.
Never mind.
No, wrong.
All right, what if the Patriots didn't draft Sony Michel and instead went with Lamar Jackson, Nick Chubb, or Shaquille Leonard?
Yeah, Lamar Jackson would have been the quarterback, and Brady still would have been gone.
Yeah, but they already disrespected Brady drafting Garoppolo. Why do it again with Lamar Jackson?
Because Lamar Jackson was a two-time Heisman
I know,
Trophy winner.
but you can't do that to Tom Brady. Like, they already did. That's like a double punch in the face to him, no? Wow, Joe really doesn't like my opinion.
No,
tonight.
I feel the education needs to happen.
You can educate. I'm just like, I feel like that's not nice to do to a guy who built your whole organization.
Bill Belichick wanted to win without Brady.
Yeah.
So
Which was wrong.
So they
They should have booted Bill Belichick.
Well, no, I think they could have kept them both personally. But they let him go. They let Brady go. They let him go.
I don't think they could have kept Bill Belichick.
To be fair to Riley, the Patriots, when they drafted Sony Michel, they actually won a Super Bowl with him. Because of him.
They stopped throwing the ball.
If they drafted Lamar Jackson, who knows how that shakes out? You may not have Brady on the team. You may not win that Super Bowl.
In the middle of the year, Bill Belichick changed to be a running team because they had a hell of an offensive line.
Yeah.
And it worked. And then Gronk became play-action Gronk.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you draft Lamar, who knows what happens?
It's a good take.
Yeah.
I don't think if Brady's here, Lamar plays. They'd have to move on from Brady.
Yeah. But so do you win that Super Bowl? I don't know.
Because you're right, Sony Michel was a really big part of it.
Sure, Joe. Sure.
Lamar wins the Super Bowl, Patriots?
No. But he would have been surrounded with players who can actually win. So that's what I mean. Maybe Lamar could have won.
Wasn't there that whole thing where, like, the Patriots organization almost leaked, like, us trading for Lamar? There was a whole thing. Yeah.
Josh McDaniels wanted to.
No, this was like a few years ago.
Well, yeah, when
the trade
Lamar
rumors.
Jackson wasn't getting his contract.
Yeah.
The Patriots showed interest in
Those
Lamar
were
Jackson.
some crazy trade rumors. I remember
they
that.
might have been interested. It's just the money never was going to happen. Mm-hmm. They were interested.
Okay.
They just didn't want to pay him.
I thought Robert Kraft said something crazy.
No, Belichick was like desperate for a quarterback. Before they got Drake May, they were like they wanted everybody. Every quarterback that became available, Patriots are in on him. Remember they tried to trade 2 first-round picks for Justin Herbert. Like they were in on everybody.
Give me another Celtics what if.
Okay. I can go with that one. Now, in the 1980s, there were so many different what ifs.
Well, I got a couple for you.
There were so many
what
different.
What if Len Bias and Reggie Lewis never died?
That one is one.
But think about it. That was the next era after Larry Bird.
Yep.
And by the way, they still had Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish, and they had
Dennis Johnson.
And he died, but they had.
Wow.
No, he really did. No, but they had D. Brown, who was an up and coming player.
Mm-hmm.
They had Brian Shaw, who was a nice shooter.
Was this before or after Larry hurt his back?
Well, that was my what if.
Retired in '92.
Okay, and when was Bias drafted?
1986. After.
Oh, okay.
The
so they would have had a run to they would have had a good run
Reggie
together.
Lewis was an all-star that could defend Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan
said that himself.
Yeah. So what I mean by is they would have still had McHale and Parrish with Lewis, and they would have probably had D. Brown and Bias. Could they have beaten Detroit? Could they have beaten the Bulls? I don't know.
Joe, I got one for you. What if Larry Bird hired someone to plow his driveway?
Yeah, he would have played more years.
Can I be informed?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so they didn't pay people back then to do yard work. So Larry Bird did his grandmother's.
He did
walkway?
in French Lick, Indiana.
That's his hometown, the hick from French Lick.
Yeah, and he hurt his back
doing the labor
on his grandmother's.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then the same year or another year in a playoff, Robert Parrish pulled his back shoveling.
Yikes.
But that's when these guys used to, they just roll up their sleeves and go to work.
Yeah.
No load management. Actually played 82 games a season.
So these are Boston sports what ifs.
Can I do a non-Boston sports what if for you, Joe?
Absolutely.
We got to go to break. But yeah, what do you got?
Get Skaz's opinion in here too. What if Ray Allen doesn't hit that corner 3 shot and LeBron doesn't get his 3rd ring? Or his 2nd ring? Or no, was that going to be what ring was that event?
Oh gosh.
The one that I would tell you. Now I'll just go to break on this one. Wes Welker's drop in 2012. If Wes Welker catches that ball, he's a Hall of Famer. They win a championship. Wes Welker goes to the Hall of Fame. Instead, he's known for it forever, and they lost.
Yes.
That is a what if.
And we didn't pay him.
How about not getting rid of Anna Vinatieri and having him to go up 10-3 in the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter? Instead, they brought in Steven Gostkowski, and they went away from it, went for it on fourth down, and lost. So there's a lot of what ifs. How about Babe Ruth? Do you want to do that one?
Yeah.
The helmet catch?
What about Game 7 against the Blues? What if Brad Marchand didn't, have a bad line change?
What if Ime was still the Celtics head coach?
What if Mo Lewis didn't hit Drew Bledsoe?
The Mo Lewis one is the actually biggest one.
That's the
What
biggest
if
one.
Brad Marchand scored on the breakaway?
Which one?
Versus the Panthers. When we were... Guys.
What if Torrey Hunter catches Big Poppy's home?
Oh, that's a good one.
That poor cop doesn't get it. We got to go to break. It's 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.